Alright guys, so we're here, we're live, and of course tonight is SmackDown. It's SmackDown and Rampage, and the tensions are high. They're higher than there ever are. We know that Jimmy and Jay are going to be defending their titles. We know that Jimmy owes a lot of answers to all of us, especially to Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and of course his brother Jey Uso. Let's see what happens. It all goes down tonight. Is Uso even going to show up after what happened at Royal Rumble? There's a lot of rumors, lots of speculation. They are defending their titles tonight. Let's see what happens. It's good to see everybody. I can see Jonathan is here. We also have Genesis. We have my brother Gary. We got Brooklyn Joker in the house. Good to see you. And we've got, of course, my brother Andy. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well and you're ready for the craziness that should be tonight's show. And I can see that Genesis over here says that he personally feels that Jey Uso will forfeit the match, that he will not show up, or if he shows up, he just forfeits the match. That's a very interesting take. We also have Brooklyn Joker here who says he will not show up. It will be Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa versus Ricochet and Braun Strowman. That's right, that is what seems like will be happening tonight, but it should be interesting to see if he shows up, if we get any answers or not. Now, one speculation, one report that is, making the rounds right now is the fact that Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, probably we won't have answers from them at least until after Elimination Chamber, and that's because they're banned in Canada because of their DUI record and their arrests. They are not allowed in Canada because Canada takes DUI a lot more seriously than the US does, so they're not going to be allowed in Canada. They won't be there at Elimination Chamber due to this fact, and that is possibly why we're not going to hear from them until after the pay-per-view. That is a speculation, a rumor that's going about right now. Let's see what happens tonight though. That's right, it's good to see everybody. We got everyone in the house. We got my brother True here. Good to see you, brother. I agree. This should be an interesting television. Now, while I was gone, the one thing that really itched me, many things did, but this one for sure, I really wanted to come back. I really wanted to get back into wrestling because of this crazy storyline that's going on. The bloodline that was all about the tribal chief is now so much more, like a family tree with a lot of branches. All the branches, all of the members of the bloodline are very, very important now. You talk about the Usos, or you talk about Sami, or even Solo. Every branch is now starting to show its importance. And of course, the tree that's holding all the branches together is the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So we'll see how that goes. How long is that tree gonna stand still? Because Cody Rhodes is a big threat, a big axe in front of the tribal chief. So we'll see how this goes. But right now, I'm hyped. I'm excited. This should be good television, just like True said. And Jonathan, it's good to see you, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Always very positive vibe from Jonathan. Good to see you. We got James in the house. We got McIntyre in the house. It's good to see you, brother James. And lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody had a great week and you're ready for the good times rolling. You're ready for a fantastic weekend ahead. That's right. You got Chris over here. Good to see you, man. He says Damage Control has held the Women's Tag Team Championship for 97 days and 3 days away from 300 days. That's correct. Yep, we're just about 3 days away, and they should be able to touch that mark since, weekend. They're not going to be defending their titles, hopefully, at any non-televised events, so they're right around the corner. 100 days. That mark is going to be hit very soon, Chris. You're right. Damage Control, they're good. But again, which team is better or even on that par to take the titles away from Damage Control? I don't see there's a lot of competition for them in the women's division. Speaking of women's division, we also have heard a rumor that Ronda Rousey might actually come back tonight. She's been gone from TV for quite a bit, but it seems like she was waiting on me to come back, and now that I'm back, apparently she's got to be back tonight, so we'll see how this goes. But kicking things off is Paul Heyman with the 2 belts in the center of the ring. Let's listen in. All right. All right, so he's here to shed some wisdom on all of us. We know that. That's right.
Well, kids, I got a bunch of them for you tonight, so have your notepads ready. The island of relevancy is under a two-pronged attack. Here on SmackDown, the #1 challenger at the Elimination Chamber, Sami Zayn.
Oh, I acknowledge you, Run DMG. I acknowledge you. It's good to see everybody. Broman, welcome. Lovely to see every one of you, that's right. But here we are with the Viceman trying to make us hate Sami Zayn. A mission that seems is almost impossible at this point. Look at the crowd erupting when he mentioned Sami. Look at everybody getting up to their feet, cheering Sami on. He's not even in the ring yet, but this is the love that people have now for Sami Zayn. There we go. Alright, okay, so let's see. Trinity Fatu is free. Right, true. Absolutely. Trinity Fatu is indeed free now. That's right. She can do her thing. She has no barriers. Nothing holding her back. She can do whatever she wants outside of the WWE now. That's correct. Andy says, yes, Usos are not allowed in Canada. That is true, brother. Absolutely true. That's right. And Jonathan, love you, brother. Welcome. That's right. So Paul Heyman here obviously feels very, very threatened, talking about Sami Zayn, talking about Monday Night Raw and how Roman Reigns is being attacked both on SmackDown as well as Raw at the hands of Sami Zayn as well as Cody Rhodes. And some fans are very happy to hear both of these names together because a lot of fans have been fantasizing about turning this one-on-one match into a triple threat match at WrestleMania and having Sami Zayn inserted into the equation, making it Sami versus Cody versus Roman Reigns for the world titles at WrestleMania. That's what a lot of fans have been fantasizing about, talking about on social media. I don't think that I'm ready for such a deja vu, but it seems like a lot of people are, so they must be very happy to hear both the names together right here from Paul Heyman. That's right. There we go. You know, he keeps talking about the plasma that runs through their veins, talks about the island of relevancy and the Fatu family. A very prominent name is not in the WWE yet, if we're talking about Jacob Fatu. And actually, I have a pretty big insider on Jacob Fatu. I have a pretty big insider on Jacob Fatu that I've been told, AJ, you're not telling the world. You're not telling anybody until later, because it's a pretty big insider. You know, just like True said, Trinity is free now. She's free to go anywhere, and nothing is holding her back. A lot is holding me back from being able to share this with all of you. But I'll tell you, Jacob Fatu is big. The world talks about him, even though he's just in MLW right now. But the world will be talking about him soon. It's a pretty big insider. Anyways, here we are. Sami Zayn right here, right behind Paul Heyman, taking off his hoodie. I don't think that Paul Heyman even realizes what's coming to him, but there you go. Don't turn around, Paul. Oh, there you are. Sami, he's such a nice man. You wouldn't think that he would sneak attack anybody, and he did not. He just stands right behind Paul Heyman. Such a nice, wise, kind, bearded man. You know, anybody with a beard like Sami Zayn, I would trust them. I would definitely trust them. Anyways, here we are. Sami and Paul Heyman having a little face-off right now. That's why Canada sucks. It's run by a kiddie dictator, says James. Alright, James. Let's not get political. Alright. And but that's funny. Jonathan says, evening, Andy. Hope you're well. I love that. That's right. Bro, man, it's good to see you. Welcome. I've seen a rumor Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar was there on Monday Night Raw. Tonight, for him to be here is interesting because it seems like he's going to be feuding with Bobby Lashley. So for him to be here on SmackDown is interesting to me. We'll see how this goes.
Not gonna hurt you, okay? But if I wanted to, I could have by now.
That's right.
Don't you think that's a little weird? That you're talking about this being the lifeblood of the island of relevancy, and if I wanted to, I could have dropped you like a bag of dirt.
Sami Zayn is talking. He's speaking up for himself. It's so good to see that. So, of course, I don't think that Sami Zayn is going to be winning the championship. But I do see him and Kevin Owens possibly going against the Usos at WrestleMania for those tag team titles. Do you think that's going to happen? Or do you think that Sami Zayn is going to be doing something else, maybe something bigger than that at Mania? Let me know what is your prediction when it comes to this bearded man over here, Sami Zayn. And he says Ronda Rousey and Shayna are rumored to challenge for the women's tag title belt soon. So that makes sense, just like I said, I don't see any legit competition right now when it comes to the women's tag team titles, and I don't see anybody taking the titles off Damage Control. But when you talk about Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey doing something together, I mean, they can definitely do it. They can do whatever they want. They can definitely, without a doubt, take away those tag team titles from Damage Control. No problem whatsoever. That'd be pretty nice, and I feel like that would give both of them something to do. I feel like Ronda Rousey, I used to love Ronda Rousey, but I've accepted the fact that she's lame, right? She's terrible when it comes to her mic work. I don't think that she can actually do something herself in the squared circle. So having a friend like Shayna by her side is great. Shayna Baszler is fantastic in the ring. She's got the looks, but for some reason, something holds her back, right? She can't really go out there and really succeed. So I feel like both of them having each other by their side would make a lot more sense. Do something together, become successful as tag team champions. I think that makes a lot of sense. I would love to see that, Andy. That'd be pretty cool.
How long do you think that goes till that blows over? And even you, Paul, you, the special counsel, the wise man for Roman Reigns, 2 years plus, you've done nothing but, let's be honest, the way you look at Roman Reigns, a little weird. A little weird, a little creepy, quite frankly. You look at him like the sun shines out his ass.
It probably does. You never know.
Now, here you are, talking about life after Roman Reigns, life after the WWE titles are gone. You know what every other member of the Bloodline knows. The Bloodline is on its way out.
It's true. The bloodline seems like it's weaker than ever. And I can see Smooth T is here. It's good to see you. Welcome. We got Tony in the house. My brother Tony. Lovely to see you. Grunt DMG. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for that, Jonathan. And Chris says Damage Control, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Tegan Knox at Mania 39. So Ronda Rousey or Shayna Baszler pin Tegan. So you feel that Ronda and Shayna will pin Tegan or Liv, and then Damage Control will still be protected. No harm whatsoever to Damage Control. Alright, so you feel like Tegan and Liv Morgan will do Damage Control for Damage Control. That is ironic, Chris. Let's see. It could happen. But honestly, I wouldn't mind Damage Control taking a beating at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind that. But either ways, as long as Ronda and Shayna are able to do something together with the titles, I'll be happy. What the hell? Okay. Wow.
Tell Roman he doesn't need to worry about Cody. Because I'm going to be the one to take him down.
Sami Zayn looks very, very determined, right? He says that Roman Reigns does not need to worry about Cody Rhodes because he's going to be the one who will take him down at WrestleMania by taking away the titles away from the Tribal Chief at Elimination Chamber. I don't think it's going to happen either ways, but we'll find out. We will find out. That's right. Anyways, let me know, guys, if anybody here actually thinks that Sami Zayn is going to be able to beat Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. Anybody here? Let me know. And Ron Dealey says Jacob Fatu deserves a chance in WWE. I think so too. I definitely think so too. But yeah, whenever Jacob Fatu makes his big move, I would be very, very, very happy. Really would be happy. But is he gonna make a big move, or is he gonna stay with MLW forever? That we don't know. And here we are, of course. The Banger Brothers are going to be taking on the Hit Row. I know they're not called the Banger Brothers anymore, but the fact that they wanted to call themselves the Banger Brothers, I'm talking about Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, right? Sheamus had been teasing the name Banger Brothers week after week, or should I say day after day, on Twitter. Everywhere on Twitter, it was just the Banger Brothers, and seemed like Drew McIntyre loved that name as well. Least to say, of course, the fans were happy to be on board the Banger bus. But let me know, what did you think of the name, the Banger Brothers, and do you think that they should have continued with it? Of course, it's not a thing anymore. They're not using that name on TV at least. But do you think that would have been a good name? And is it a missed opportunity to not use that name? James says, turning into a triple threat match will be the worst thing Little Paul had ever decided. It would turn the little marks of the internet against Cody Rhodes and be rooting it. It's true. That is what will happen. James, you're right. If that happens, a lot of people, it's gonna be just like Batista, Bryan Danielson, and of course Randy Orton, right? Where Randy Orton in this case is gonna be Roman Reigns. Batista will be equal to Cody Rhodes, and of course Bryan Danielson might be just like Sami Zayn, right? So if you look at that case, and now it seems like if it becomes a triple threat, a lot of fans will be rooting crazily for Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes will become a villain in everybody's eye, or most of the people's eyes, right? And we don't want that to happen, because I feel like there's an incredible amount of value in Cody Rhodes, and he could actually be a very good, legit champion. So I don't think that turning against him would be a good idea. But of course, if the masses of the internet want for it to happen, it might actually happen. So you know what they say: be careful what they wish for, what you wish for, because sometimes what you wish for might actually be too good to be true. So we'll see what happens. But just like James says, it's a big possibility that it happens. And if it happens, Cody might be the villain here, which I don't think would be a good idea, James. I agree with you. Both Ronda and Shayna, say Andy, as well as Sonya Deville, are trying not to hurt the other women. That's why they look to be struggling in the ring. I agree with you. Yeah, they're definitely struggling. I feel like Shayna Baszler can go out there still more than Ronda Rousey can, but yeah, it's just holding them back. Without a doubt, it is holding both of them back. Ronda Rousey is just cringy. She's absolutely cringy. I cannot get behind her. But Shayna Baszler, she's better off, but still, something holds her back. Just like I said, hopefully as a tag team, they do better. I really hope that Shayna Baszler at least helps Ronda Rousey in the promos. We'll see. After banger, you know it, Tony. You know it. Banger after banger. That's what the Banger Bros do. And David, it's good to see you. Where's Ricky? We're missing Ricky tonight. Where is Ricky, David? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. And Hit Row should have been... I agree. I feel like Hit Row... Out of all the people that they re-signed, Hit Row is possibly doing the worst. Yeah. And also, I've heard from, some of the sources that they're not very happy with Karrion Kross either, which I don't get, honestly. I feel like Karrion Kross is a great package, especially if you put Karrion Kross together with Scarlett Bordeaux. It's a fantastic duo. It's a complete package. You've got the looks, you've got the gimmick, you've got, the in-ring stuff. From what I've heard from my people, they're not happy with the in-ring stuff. They're not happy with this performance when it comes to actual wrestling. So that's that. Let me know if you see the problem that they see with Karrion Kross. Let me know, guys. But he's going to be in action tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good match. But let's see. They should have kept the... Andy says that they should have kept the Banger Bros. That's interesting. All right. Okay, brother. All right. If it goes to triple threat, that they'll be splitting up the belts and they'll keep the Universal title. Yeah, it seems like it. And honestly, I'd be happy with them splitting up the belts, because what Roman Reigns has been able to do with both the belts, I don't know if anybody else would be able to do that. He's been an attraction. He's been that main event name now. And even when he's absent, people are okay with that, because he's such big of a deal all of a sudden, right? Roman Reigns. People take him not very lightly anymore, but Cody Rhodes, on the contrary, is now appearing week after week after week. And if he becomes, the world champion, And if he starts appearing on both the shows, that's going to be diminishing his value, right? But if he stops appearing, and appears sporadically, that also is going to turn people against him. So I feel like it will be in the best interest of everybody to split the titles. I think that'd be a good idea. I really hope that happens eventually. But here we are right now. Seems like Adam Pearce got a text.
Look who it is. Oh, it's Adam Pearce.
Man, look, it was supposed to be us versus Drew and Sheamus. I'm calling Ricochet. We were not prepared for Braun and Ricochet. And them boys forfeited because 2 euros could never stack up to top dollar. Everybody and their mama know we would have whooped Sheamus and Drew. Okay, sounds great. Sounds good. What sounds good? Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Hippo tonight. Happy Friday. Excuse me.
Alright, so they're telling us what led to this match happening tonight. Alright, sweet. Ricky's eating his dinner. Alright, David, bon appetit to Ricky. Once again, it's great to see you. Hope you had a great week. And let's see. Hey, good to see you, Ricky. Welcome. Ricky's here. Bon appetit, brother. And Val said, Skid Hitro in the ring. I like that name a lot better than Hitro. Yeah, I can't. There we go. Massive headbutt right there from Drew McIntyre. That was possibly the best or the most hard-hitting headbutt that I've seen in quite a while. That was incredible. Nice belly-to-belly suplex as well. Seems like Hitro is going to be out of here in no time. Wow, look at that. But, okay, Hitro at least gets to be on TV. What about my guys? What about Jinder Mahal, Shanky? Are these guys even getting any TV time? While I was gone, did we even see Shanky on TV at least once, twice? Where is he now, right? I mean, the last time when I was here, I saw Shanky dancing with Samantha Irvin, right? After that, he just disappeared. So what is he doing? Is he still on SmackDown? Because I do see him on the WWE.com roster page. So is he working? Is he appearing on TV? What's happened to Shanky and Jinder Mahal? Let's see. I just started eating a good taco. That's sweet, Ricky. That is sweet. Kross, not much improvement in the ring work. Ron DMG, it's true. I have heard that from a lot of people that they're not happy with Kross's in-ring work. Sad, but because I feel like he's such a great talent, right? But cannot be denied that a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people have that opinion, and when a lot of people share the same opinion, that opinion is mostly true. So let's see. There is definitely a problem. And Sheamus now with the bangers after bangers after bangers, and Top Dollar is definitely feeling it. James says, while you were gone, AJ, did you get a chance to watch the Top Rope Dollar? I did. I did. That botch was just too big for me to miss. I did see that, and I was not surprised in the least, right? And the way he just pulled it off, it was so embarrassing. But I wasn't surprised. Of course, what do you expect? It's Top Dollar. Yeah, that was so fun. I still remember it. Yep. Only if we could watch the botch together live that time when it happened. Top Dollar better give us a moment like that one more time, at least one more time. Ricky says, you hearing news Dynamite dropped big rating last Wednesday and everybody hated the main event. That's interesting, Ricky. Honestly, this week, I enjoyed Dynamite. I thought Dynamite was pretty good, right? I did not much care about the Elite. I did not really care about the Young Bucks. I think that a lot of people hated the main event because of the result of it. They did not like the fact that the Acclaimed dropped the belts. I was surprised too. I think all of us were surprised, but honestly, I liked it because it's something new, something refreshing. We've been watching the Acclaimed rapping and coming out with those belts for a long time now, right? So something new now. Let's give the Guns a chance and let's see what they have in store for us. I think I'm all in for it. I'm not here with the general opinion about the main event sucking. I felt that the main event was pretty good and I enjoyed the show. What about you guys? Did you also feel that the show sucked? Because for me, Dynamite was a winner. I thought it was a good show. Jinder is on. Wait, that's right. True, that's right. I did see that. Jinder Mahal, I believe, has joined into Share. He's joined Veer Mahan and of course Sangha. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for that. True. Oh, it seems like the Viking Raiders now have their eyes on the Banger Bros.
We are chosen to flourish. Once destined for greatness.
So I'm assuming that Sarah Logan is no longer a wrestler. She's a valet for the Viking Raiders, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
The chill in the air is not the winter. It's pain. It's suffering. Next week, it's destiny.
Sarah Logan looks pretty good. I don't think she's looked ever better. She looks pretty nice. Alright, sweet. So next week, it seems like we're going to be seeing a clash of the Banger Brothers. I'm going to call them the Banger Brothers forever now. That's right. So the Banger Brothers working the Viking Raiders is going to be happening next week. And here we are. Jimmy Uso is trying to call his brother Jey Uso, who's not picking up the... Wait a second. Did he answer? No, he's not. He's not answering, right? So it's the hotline blink going on right now. Jimmy and Jey are scheduled to fight Braun Strowman and Ricochet. So if Jey doesn't show up, they can't defend the titles. So what will happen? Will they have to forfeit the titles? Is Jey just not going to show up? I think so. I don't, just like we discussed earlier, they're banned in Canada, so we're probably not going to hear from Jey until after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So I don't think he's going to show up tonight. But let's see. And Andy says JD McDonough is out of action for a while. Oh dear, that's not good. JD McDonough is pretty good. Well, hopefully he recovers quickly. And thanks for that, Ricky. I see Jinder is at NXT. That's sweet. Jinder is on his way back soon to the main roster after helping his friends in the feud on NXT. That is very nice. And I feel like it would be great to see the Indus and Jinder Mahal on the main roster. I don't know if Indus is ready yet, but I feel like Jinder Mahal needs them on the main roster more than they need Jinder Mahal, because Jinder Mahal, as we know, he gets lost on the main roster, right? I mean, he just doesn't show up. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But the one interesting part about Jinder Mahal now is that he's more of a valet, right? Because we saw him with the Shanky, right? Shanky and Veer on the main roster. He was a valet. NXT also, it seems like he's more of a valet. He's more of a manager. So I think that WWE might actually keep him in that role moving forward. So let's see. Dynamite was just fine, sister. I agree. I enjoyed Dynamite. I really did. I had a good time. AEW has signed a contract going to start. So I did see that. Yep. They have signed a contract, it seems like, with ESPN, which is pretty nice, right? They're going to be airing on a mainstream sports channel moving forward in a few countries, which is always a good look. It's a great look, so good on them. So major contracts being signed. They're expanding their territory globally, which is fantastic. But again, the one thing that they really need is merchandise. And I feel like it's such a shame that neither of these major promotions, right, WWE or AEW, they don't really have a merchandise presence globally. I was looking at WWE's, merchandise store the other day, and it seems like they only have a strong presence in the US, Canada, UK, and any other place. You just have to, buy from WWE's UK's website, and you have to pay for extra shipping and whatnot. So I feel like that's just not fair. They should be having a global presence if they really brand themselves as a global product. So it's a missed opportunity for them to not be, in more countries. Hopefully that changes moving forward, but they're not right now in a lot of countries. Andy says, yes, Sarah Logan just strictly valet for her hubby's team. Well, she looks pretty good, right? I mean, it seems like she's having a good time, and she really does look good and looks her part. So good on Sarah Logan. Andy says Pretty Deadly will be joining main roster soon, only after NXT turns them. Now that's gotta be interesting. I don't know. Pretty Deadly, we know they're very talented. NXT UK, NXT 2.0, NXT right now, and the main roster. It's gotta be interesting. The main roster is a whole different ball game. And with Pretty Deadly, with the kind of an outfit that they rock, their mannerism, everything on the main roster, it could be a hit or it could be a miss. We'll see. And right now, we're back from the commercial break, and they're talking about SummerSlam, going to Ford Field, going to Michigan, after almost 3 decades, which is a pretty big deal. So, of course, all the mainstream channels here talking about it. You talk about CBS Sport, you talk about Fox, ABC. They were all reporting that SummerSlam is going to Michigan after almost 3 decades. And here we are now. Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. All right. So Kross says that he's going to make Rey Mysterio suffer and he's going to put him down. We'll see how that goes. But before that, we have the ever so confused Lacey Evans. Is she a veteran? Who is she, right? She comes out here wearing a not so veteran-y outfit, and then she throws out a salute. She's smiling 1 second, she's not smiling the other second. I really don't know who she is. That's a real personality disorder right now. Okay, but I don't know. I really don't know. And here we are one more time, Jimmy Uso trying to phone his brother Jay. But Jay's still not answering, still going to voice message. Jimmy Uso is disappointed, as we see right now.
Jimmy Uso apparently getting a bit more concerned that he can't get hold of his brother. Jimmy and Jay have a tag team title defense tonight.
Alright, Lacey once again throwing out another salute. Yeah. And who is she fighting? Carmen Harris. I've got no idea, but it seems like it's gotta be a quick match, right? We got a botcher in the house. That is funny. I find that funny because Lacey Evans here is trying to make fun of her hairstyle, while Lacey Evans herself seems like has got a very similar hairstyle on. Alright, anyways, let's see. James says, Kross. Okay, alright, thanks for that, my brother Ricky. My girl Lacey says, alright, James here is rooting for Lacey. That's nice. If you live in Jacksonville, Florida, then you can have all AEW you want, but if you aren't, then there's struggle getting stuff from AEW. Only some stores have it, says Andy. Wow. Okay, even in the US, there's struggles to get the show. Alright, that's interesting. Nice. Now it seems like they're also on Amazon if you want to purchase, something if you're in the US, but of course they have overpriced their merchandise. I've heard that the one single t-shirt costs about $40 on Amazon, so that's way too much. No doubt about it. AJ, you want to know why what you want by Kross? Do that what he's doing? I know, brother. I know, Ricky. I gotta catch up with Kross, right? Gotta talk to him, that's right. Lacey is boring, says Ricky. Okay, she's a local wrestler, that's right, Andy. I see it. She's from India, that's right. I see it, guys. I see it, yep. Wow. I just don't know what's wrong with Lacey Evans, honestly. I feel like the very first gimmick that Lacey Evans used to portray was just perfect. Right now, she's throwing out unnecessary salutes. See, right now, she's doing the same to the local competitor that she's fighting against right now. It makes little sense to me. Why give up something that you already had, which was just perfect, right? And just trade it for something like this that is ever so confusing. She changes her mannerism, her gimmick, every other week, her outfit every other month. It's just not making sense, right? It's really not filling the gap. I feel like her first character was just beyond perfect for Lacey Evans. She did a good job with it. Why trade it for something like this? I don't get it. There's a lot of badass women on the roster, but what we had back then was something unique, which we don't have anymore, and I don't understand why. I really don't. Whatever she's doing right now, I've seen other people doing the same stuff. It's not unique. Alright, maybe putting the jacket on after a match is unique, but other than that, nothing else is unique, so it makes a little sense to me. Alright, Jimmy Uso seems like he's had enough, right? He keeps his phone down.
No. been trying all day, OG. I called this girl's house, nothing. Sent him an email, nothing. Went in the DM, nothing. Called little bro, nothing. He's not getting a hold of me. I need him to hit me back, Cruz. He hasn't called me now once. All I need tonight is the biggest night. It's the biggest night of our career. I can't go out there.
Wait a second. This is not the biggest night of their career. How is this the biggest night of their career? It makes a little sense to me. Wait, it's not. They've definitely had bigger matches at better places, better events. This ain't the biggest night. That's a little too much, Jimmy.
It's very respectful. I'm out in the ring talking about our family, and I get held hostage by a psychopathic Canadian in a casino where there's like 15 security guards for every guy playing blackjack, and not one member of the family comes out there. Where were you?
OG, trying to get a hold of Jay. Nobody's here. Solo's not here. Wait a minute. You can help defend these with me tonight, right? Come on, get my back, OG. Nobody's here.
That is funny. So Jimmy wants Paul Heyman to help him defend the titles tonight. Of course, Paul's not going to do that. Can you imagine Paul wrestling in spandex? It's not going to happen. Hopefully it does not happen. Bojans, it's good to see you, brother. Welcome. Welcome. Gary, great to see you. Hope you all are having a great, fantastic weekend. I mean, start with the weekend at least, and here we are. It seems like Jimmy Uso is all for himself. Solo apparently is not here. We know that Roman Reigns is not here tonight. Jey Uso is not here tonight. So what's going to be happening to the main event? The main event, it all depends on Jey Uso. What happens? Let's see. This Lacey Evans gimmick just isn't working. Bring back... Exactly, Gary. Exactly my point. Bring back the classy, sassy Southern Belle. It's not too late. Bring her back, you know. We're just going to pretend like this whole thing did not happen. I mean, we have given Lacey Evans chance after chance after chance when it comes to her current gimmick, but it's just not working. The series of vignettes did work early on because they were just so emotional, heartwarming when she shared her true story about her time as in the army, right? It just, people could relate to it, people loved it, people fell for it, but now when she's trying to portray that gimmick on TV, it's just not working out. So why keep trying something that just clearly isn't working? I just don't know. You know, I would be very disappointed if Lacey Evans is let go, right? If she's fired and they don't use her to the fullest with the classy, sassy Southern Belle, which they very well could have, right? So I'm gonna be super disappointed if that happens. Remember, everybody, join Discord call. Thanks for that, my brother Ricky. That's correct. So if you would like, you know, of course, the call is going on Discord. My brother Ricky's there, so make sure to join in. And that's right, Mrs. Sergeant Slow. James, I thought so too, right? And by the way, I did hear a rumor while I was gone that Sergeant Slaughter apparently was going to come back and was going to be managing Lacey Evans. Did that ever happen? Did Sergeant Slaughter ever make an appearance? Because I did hear a rumor like that he was going to be here and he was going to be by Lacey Evans' side. Did we see any of that relation on TV? That's interesting. That's right. Gary says, we missed you when it's tonight. Andy, you're right, Gary. We totally did. And Andy is here now. Very glad. Andy says that I miss seeing you too. I was helping out my best friend with his health issues. You're awesome, Andy. You're awesome. That's right. All right, with that being said, yet another commercial. And how long has it been since we've been here? So it's been, wow, it's been almost 38 minutes or so. And, wow. Interesting. How do you feel about SmackDown so far, guys? Like, it seems like we've seen quite a bit. Of course, we started off with Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn trading some words in the middle of the ring. After that, we got some matches here and there, some quick matches. Right here we saw another one of the squash matches, and of course Jey Uso, is absent. Jimmy Uso is trying to get hold of him. That's all that we've seen on SmackDown so far. So, are you impressed with the show? Because for me, I feel like it's not as great of a show as I would have expected for it to be. It's an okay show. I mean, so far, we've seen the likes of Hitro, right? So you can't blame me for not being so impressed with SmackDown. I feel it's just been a below average show. I honestly felt it's been an hour, and it's never a good thing when I feel that it's been longer than it has already been, because it just goes on to show that the show is not that lively. It's not that great, and I feel like tonight's show is just... it's just not that great, honestly. But let's see. I could be wrong. My opinion could change moving forward because we still have a good 90 minutes left. So anything can happen. Anything can happen, really. That was just rumors. Oh, it was just rumors. I feel like if Sergeant Slaughter actually shows up, and manages Lacey Evans, might work out. But so far, without Sergeant Slaughter, she's just trying to be a rip-off of Sergeant. It's not working out. It will not work out. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't, because it feels like, we don't really have to talk about it. We really don't have to go to great extents here to explain how this character is not working. I mean, after months and months of trying this whole character, this whole gimmick, she's still out here doing squash matches and wrestling with talent enhancers, right? You don't need that. You need talent enhancers early on in your character, early on in your career, not when you have already been trying out a character for months and months, right? You don't need a talent enhancer, around this time. But the fact that she needs one, it just proves that they have nothing for her. They're still trying out her character. They're still trying to test the waters, which is a damn shame after almost a year, right? It makes no sense. The show is below nothing. I agree, Andy. I do. Going to be a nice Rampage seeing Briscoe. I agree, James. Yeah, Mark Briscoe is going to be on Rampage tonight. It doesn't get any better than that, right? So, we're looking forward to it. Let's see what Mark Briscoe has to say. I eagerly look forward to it myself. And right now, we're seeing a highlight from last week, a Progressive commercial. Again, the show is just not great, right? It's true. The show is just below average tonight. Oh, we're here backstage with Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. Two former friends. Are we going to get another tag team right now? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now? I just saw it coming. So we're getting another tag team match. Tonight is like a tag team special episode of SmackDown. First a hit for, we also have to see the tag team main event, and now yet another tag team match. I mean, how many tag teams or matches are you going to be getting to us on the same night? It's a little too much. And right here, we are now here with Braun Strowman and Ricochet. It seems like they don't want to wait until the last minute of the show. They don't want to wait until the main event, and they are here to claim what they feel belongs to them now, right? They are here for the tag team championships. Let's see if Jey Uso is going to show up, which I highly, highly doubt. But Braun Strowman and Ricochet, it's so funny that both of them got paired up together, because I've always said that Braun Strowman just looks like a plus version, or should I say a bigger version of Ricochet. And Ricochet looks like a mini version of Braun Strowman. And here we are looking at them. I wish that Ricochet was actually wearing the same outfit that Braun Strowman is wearing right now, because you would actually clearly see the similarity. They're very similar, similar beard style, similar hairstyle, if I may. Yeah, just very, very similar. They should actually make this a thing, right? Call Ricochet Braun Strowman Mini, and it'll work. It'll sell like hot pancakes. Alright, it's time. And Jimmy Uso looks all fired up and ready to go as he comes out here to his music all by himself. No Jay by his side. He doesn't have his brother accompanying him to the ring. Is he going to be able to defend both the titles all by himself against these guys? I don't think so. I don't think it's even legal for him to do so. So let's find out. Adam Pearce will probably be coming out here any minute now. Right? Mark Briscoe should take the Atlantic title away, says Andy. I think that'd be nice. Sure, that'd be nice. But I don't think that he's going to be actually in action tonight. He's probably just going to be here, to address the fans, to talk about his plans moving forward. I don't think that he will actually be competing tonight, so let's see. That's right. James says, here is big drum dumb Braun. That's right. And it seems like the match is actually underway. It's gonna happen. Yeah. With or without Jey Uso, they're still going forward with the match. That is pretty ballsy.
The team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman.
Honestly, if Jimmy wants to keep the titles, all he needs to do is either get counted out or disqualified, and he will still be champion. So, it's not that hard. Wait. Are you kidding me? Jey Uso are you kidding me? Did not see that coming. He's making his way to the ring through the audience. Real big Dean Ambrose vibes right here. He's making his way through the audience. Wow. I honestly did not see that coming. That's surprising. Jey Uso is here. Wow, and they hug it out. That is surprising. That is really surprising. Okay. And their titles get attached. That's what. I'm surprised. Did not see Jey Uso coming. Not sure what's going to be happening. He probably did not come back earlier because... probably because he does not want to address the bloodline. He doesn't want to talk about his actions. That's why they decided to have him on just in time for the match. He's probably got to work the match and be on his way back again. He doesn't want to be around to take the microphone in hand and talk about what happened at the Rumble. Probably why, he did not show up earlier. So... let's see, but he did show up now because he wants to be there for his brother and he wants to keep the title. So he cares, but he doesn't care enough to give an answer to Roman Reigns, I guess. So we'll see, but this is quite interesting, the fact that he showed up. My Takeshita taking the title away, says James. All right, let's see. When I think of Ricochet, I can't help to think of him when he was Prince. I know, Andy. I'm the same way when it comes to Prince Puma. He was great. Wearing the crown and whatnot. Ricochet was definitely, Prince Puma was definitely a lot better than Ricochet ever has been. So I agree. Yeah, those were some good times. He might have made a lot less money right there in Lucha Underground, but definitely was a lot more successful. And something tells me to look for Sami to help Jimmy. Well, Gary, as we know, Jay's back. That's right. That's okay, Gary. That's all right. Well, Sami helping Jimmy might have been quite interesting, but here we are, Jay's back, and I feel like what they're trying to portray is that he cares, but doesn't care enough. So we'll see. That's right, Tony, my brother. Jay is indeed back. With that being said, once again on commercial, Jay coming back definitely helps my rating for SmackDown, because so far I was just not impressed, but seems like the rating's gonna get better. But again, I cannot help but think about the fact that we are getting just a lot of tag team matches on the same night. We already got one. We're getting the second one now. We're going to get another one with the women's later on tonight. So a lot of tag team action for one night. So that's that. Hopefully we get... I think we're going to get at least one tag team match on Rampage too. So it's going to be a tag team night. That's for sure. Alright, so let's see. It is... By the way, anyone here watching that, I don't even know what they call it, Power Slap, right? I think they call it the Power Slap. The whole promotion about slapping each other's heads off and giving each other concussion. Power Slap is something that is getting a lot of attention lately, especially on social media, right? People are either for it or they're totally against it. There's no middle ground when it comes to Power Slap. Nobody says that, oh, we're okay with it, whatever. People either love it or they absolutely despise it, to the point that they actually want to get it banned and want for it to be taken off TV. What's your take on it? How do you feel about Power Slap? Do you watch it? Let me know. Let's see. James says, absolutely stupid. Andy says, no, I won't watch that stupid thing. For me, honestly, I have seen some clips of it on social media, and the way that people's faces gets disfigured, and the way that they walk out of the place, bleeding, concussed. Honestly, it's a bit too gory for me. I can't. And I also feel very bad for the people who have to go through that. I understand that they're making money, but I also agree with the stance that it's borderline exploitation, right? You're exploiting them. You're risking their health very willingly for your own greed. I don't think that it should be on TV. Honestly, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much for sure. Yeah, it's terrible. Let's see. Back in the day, you could go to any biker bar and see power slapping going on for money. I see, Gary. I see. And I assume that must have been illegal back then, right? And now it's legal and it's on TV. Times have changed already. Already one guy severely injured face. I did see that face, right? Severely disfigured. I don't think he could even open his eye by the time that he was walking out of the place. He won. I believe he won, but at what price? I mean, reshaping his face, rearranging his facials, probably is going to be a lot more expensive than the money that he earned right there. So, yeah, I can't even say more power to them because these guys already playing in power right there. And here we are, the match is underway. Jimmy and Jay are defending their titles against Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman Mini. I'm going to call this guy Braun Strowman Mini. Look at these guys, right? Come on. I feel like it's such a missed opportunity. Braun Strowman should also take his t-shirt off just the way Ricochet has. And the world would see just how closely similar these two are. Very, very similar. That's right. And the tag has been made. Braun Strowman steps into the ring. Jimmy Uso in some trouble right now. Jey Uso standing on the apron. What are the chances of Jey Uso betraying his brother and walking out of there mid-match? Could that actually happen? Could Jey Uso actually walk out on Jimmy and just let go of the tag team titles? Or maybe Jey Uso gets tagged in, and he just walks out, which leads to a count out, and also they get to keep their titles. So let's see. I'm ugly enough might help my looks. Come on, Jey, it's my brother. You're beautiful. I'll tell you what. You have a very beautiful heart. Very nice, man. You're not. Don't say you're ugly. You're great. And here we are, Jimmy Uso rolling out the ring, buying himself some time, hugging out his brother. I think that's just too much hugging going on right now for this to not turn into something that nobody can see coming, right? I have a feeling that Jey Uso might actually turn on Jimmy, or might leave the ring. Let's see. Hello, there's nothing legal going on in a biker bar. That's right, Gary. And now, whatever was going on in the biker bar is on TV, so, yeah. And once again, they lock it up. Andy says, that's right, LOL. Now, James, you're great. And Ricochet grabbing the arm of Jimmy Uso. Getting him down. Nice springboard going for the cover. And it's a kick out. Oh yeah, that's right, Gary. The tag team belts did change hands on Wednesday night. It was great. It was good to see that. I mean, I was really I was surprised, but I was happy, right? Something new, something fresh. Let's see how the Guns do with the tag team titles. Now, because the tag team titles changed hands on Wednesday night, can they change hands once again tonight? Would be interesting. If that happens, this whole week, not just tonight, but this whole week would truly be a tag team week, right? Lots of tag team actions, surprises taking place. Anything can happen. With that being said, we go to commercials straight away. Something tells me that this match is not going to go down very, straightforward. A turn's going to happen. Somebody's going to walk out, or it's going to be disqualification. I just don't see this match, ending with a 1-2-3 pinfall. I don't think it's going to be happening, but time will tell. With that being said, we are once again on commercial. Let's see. All right. Some very funny commercials going on right now. Anyway, so starting Monday, we're gonna be doing something different, right? Starting Monday, what I was thinking of trying, right? We're gonna test it on Monday. What we'll do is that every time we go on commercial, I'm gonna take a phone call. So you guys can join me on audio call, and every single time we go to commercial, I'm gonna, pick somebody up, who is the first one in line to talk to me, and we're gonna have a chat during the commercial break. So we're gonna be doing that starting this Monday. Let's see how this goes. If you would like to be joining me on the stream, at least via audio, you can do that starting with Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna have a chat during the commercial breaks. So I think that'd be fun. Let's see. I think Reigns and Solo are there just baiting out Jay. Wow, you think so? Well, that is a possibility too. Honestly, that could be possible. Yeah, so you think it's going to be the numbers game just when Jey Uso is about to pick up the victory. Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, they come out and they start beating the crap out of Jey Uso. It could happen. It could happen. I'm getting a commercial right now for Shark Tank India. Anybody here watches Shark Tank? I was watching a random episode of Shark Tank on YouTube the other day, and to my surprise, DDP showed up trying to sell his DDP Yoga, brand to the sharks on Shark Tank. I don't believe that he actually got. He made he did not make a deal. Nobody signed up for it. Nobody paid him the amount of money that he was asking for an equity in his company, and he had to walk out of there without a deal. But he did get some free branding, right? He got some free promotion out of Shark Tank. So if you guys have not checked out that episode of Shark Tank with DDP and DDP Yoga, I think you should. It's quite a funny episode. We don't really get to see these wrestlers, interacting with smart businessmen like the Sharks and having a very professional conversation, usually in public. So it will be interesting for you as well. I liked it a lot. And let's see, we are back from commercial now, and Ricochet seems like he's got the upper hand on Jey Uso, so that's interesting. And Broman says, I think Reigns and Solo are there. It could happen once. That's right, Broman. I think so too. Somebody's feeling is definitely getting heard before this match is over with. I think that just is a perfect, takeaway. Gary, I agree. I think so too. No matter what happens, Roman Reigns showing up or not, or Jey Uso pulling a number on Jimmy Uso, somebody's feelings getting hurt for sure. But what's going to be the end result? Are we going to have new champions, or is it going to be a retain? That is yet to be seen. But somebody's feelings definitely getting hurt, Gary. I think so too. Or after the victory, says Perman. Now, if that happens after the victory, let's see, right? Let's say that Roman Reigns and Solo, they show up after the victory and they start beating up Jey Uso. Is Jimmy gonna step in to protect his brother, or is he gonna stand back and let Roman and Solo do their thing? That is gonna be interesting, because if Jimmy steps up and he tries to protect his brother, it's gonna be the Usos versus the Bloodline, and it would be a whole different tangent. I mean, it would be just a whole new story branching out of tonight. So we'll see. Here we are right now. Ricochet trying to make the tag to Braun Strowman, but Jimmy Uso keeps him away. Nice springboard reversal right here from Ricochet, and Braun Strowman is heated up. He's fired up. Look at him. Is he going to be able to make the hot tag? A very hot tag to Braun Strowman, because if he does, we could be looking at new champions. So close, but so far, and there we go. Ricochet makes the tag to Ricochet Plus, and here we are, Braun Strowman with the shoulder tackles to Jey Uso, and a nice chop right there to Jimmy, gets him off the apron, and like a bulldozer, he goes right into Jey Uso. Wow, this is great. It's been a while since I've seen a hot tag, and this was definitely worth it. And there you go, Braun Strowman goes for the cover, Jey Uso kicks out, and the match continues just like that. Do you see Theory losing his US belt at Chamber? I mean, honestly, I don't. I don't think it's going to happen, because Theory has been champion for so long. I feel like he's going to take it to WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to lose. Yeah, he's been champion for like a few months now, right? All the while that I was gone, I believe he was champion. So I don't see him losing the belt, brother. Do you? Let me know. This could be Roman in Jay's skin suit. James, that's right. That's probably what's happening. Or it could be Roman in Braun Strowman's skin suit. You never know. That is funny. And here we are. Jay gets up to the top turnbuckle. Nice crossbody dive. Going for the cover on Braun. And Braun barely kicks out, but he does. The match continues. Sami wants his son... Oh, wait. Samu wants his son, Lance, to join the Bloodline. I see. Andy, that is interesting. Okay. Well, if they want, they can really expand the Bloodline because there's so much, so many Samoans out there who would be more than happy to join the Bloodline and, just expand this whole family in the WWE. But, they're going to handpick people very carefully. Wow. Nice kick right there to Braun Strowman. Ricochet with a nice dive, taking out Jey Uso. Another springboard attempt from Ricochet, and it connects. Jey Uso is in big trouble. By the way, the whole thing about, Jacob Fatu, I'm not allowed to share it right now. I cannot share it right now. You're not going to find that information anywhere because nobody knows about it. But when it happens, whenever that big stuff happens, let it be anywhere in the world, I will definitely share the whole story with all of you. And it is quite interesting. My stomach hurts right now. I really want to share it with you, but, one thing's for sure, Fatu is going places, right? He's going to be making something, a big move very soon. He's going to make a very big move, and it's going to leave everybody super stunned. That's right. And here we are. Ricochet gets Jey Uso up on his shoulder. Jey Uso trying to get away. The tag has been made to Jimmy Uso. And Ricochet with a spinning kick right there to Jey Uso, taking him out. And Jimmy with a kick. Nice reversal. There you go. Spinning kick right there to Ricochet. Ricochet no-sells it. Knee to the face of Jimmy. Braun Strowman gets here in time, taking out Jimmy Uso just like that. This could be over. This could be over. And Braun Strowman rips off his t-shirt. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh, heck yeah. I loved it. That spot of him ripping off his shirt was definitely a cherry on the top of the cake. And here we are, Braun lifting up Braun Strowman mini up on his shoulders. Ricochet with a swanton bomb off Braun Strowman's shoulders, going for the cover. And in the nick of time, Jey Uso gets in there, pulls out Ricochet, and he stops the count from happening. Wow, we were just a split second away. And had Jimmy not stepped in the nick of time, we would have very well seen a change in the title hands. It's crazy. So, still champions, and the match still continuing, of course. They are not yet defeated. So close, but so far. Braun Strowman cannot believe it. Oh dear. And Jey Uso gets away in the nick of time. Braun Strowman just bouncing off the commentator's desk, hitting the barricade. Ricochet is left all by himself here now. Nice dive to the outside, taking out Jey Uso, but obviously Ricochet is distracted. This definitely helps Jimmy Uso recoup, and I think Ricochet is too distracted for, to be able to... Yeah, I knew it. Just too distracted. Jimmy Uso takes advantage, hits him on the side of his head, is going to go for a superplex right now. Yep. Knew it. Jey Uso now with the tag. I don't think that Ricochet realizes, but Jey Uso has tagged himself in. He's a legal man right now. Yeah. There we go. Nice frog splash from Jey Uso. He's got to go for the cover. Wow. And they successfully defend the titles. That was nice. Hey, this match really picked up. Wow. Really got very hot. Wait a second. Oh, dear. Alright, I thought that Roman Reigns showed up. No, he hasn't. Still champions, the Usos. Jey Uso does it. Even though he did not answer his brother's calls, but he was there to aid him, to protect him, and to make sure that they were still champions after tonight. Incredible stuff. This match really picked up some heat towards the end of it, but wow, what a match. Really cool match. Let's see. What else do we have here? I hope Ricochet and Braun wins the SmackDown World Tag Team Championships. Tony, it's not happening, right? That's right. The Usos, still champion. Jacob Fatu, that's right, Bro Man. Jacob Fatu definitely is going to be a name that a lot of people are going to be talking about very soon. Even now, if you look at Twitter, so many tweets, so many people talking about Jacob Fatu. After MLW made their debut, I believe, on DZN, right? a lot of people were talking about MLW and specifically about Jacob Fatu. That's a name that people love to take, and yeah, the world is watching. The world is watching Jacob Fatu. Even MVP tweeted about him not too long ago. Jacob Fatu is definitely a big guy, a huge Samoan out there who is not signed by the WWE just yet. So let's see.
I've been an underdog my whole life, and there's nothing that's gonna prevent me from winning today's fatal four-way and move on to become the new Intercontinental Champion.
Alright, sweet. So it's going to be Rey Mysterio, Madcap, Kross, and Santos Escobar. They're going to be in a fatal four-way match tonight, and of course, the winner is probably going to be the new Intercontinental Champion, so we'll see how this goes. Kross looks determined. Rey Mysterio looks determined. This is going to be the main event of the night, so we'll see how this goes, but it should be a good main event nevertheless. You know, I would honestly love for Escobar to win because I feel like the guy's got a lot of charm, charisma. You know, for him to be champion would be great, but let's see. Who do you think should be winning tonight's main event, tonight's fatal four-way? Should it be Kross? Should it be Madcap? I don't know if anybody wants to see him win. Should it be Rey Mysterio or should it be Escobar? Let us know, guys. Let us know. That's right. And good to see you, Ricky. Welcome back, my brother. That's right. And yes, my health's good, Ricky. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, you know. Just even better now that we're back together. That's right. Damn good match. I agree, Gary. That was a good match. I actually underestimated it to start off with. And, you know, during the first half of the match, I thought I was right. But no, towards the end of the match, my opinion really changed. They really picked up some intensity. Braun Strowman and Ricochet really performed and did very well as a tag team. I hope that they remain a tag team for an extended period because they really did a very good performance right there. It was pretty good. So let's see. But still the champions, still the tag team champions, the Usos. Pretty cool. Same, I thought Reigns showed up too. That's right. The fan shot, it looked like the lights went out for a second. Yeah, we all got played into it, right? I thought Reigns showed up. No, he did not. Oh dear. That was funny though. That was funny. I'm very, you know, it's funny how quickly you picked up, bro, man. The fan shot was the one that made me feel that Reigns showed up. We all popped for a second right there. The match was putting me to sleep since I know they weren't going to lose the belts. Oh, Andy wasn't entertained. I see you, Andy. I was the same way to start off with, but when Braun Strowman ripped off his t-shirt, I was like, heck yeah, it's going down for real now. And it did. It was a good ending to the match. Andy says, Santos Escobar better win. Heck yeah, Andy, I agree with you. Escobar better win. I think his reign as a champion would be fantastic. By the way, Escobar, does he still have Zelina Vega and the guys by his side, or is he a lone wolf now? What is going on with Escobar? I still am a bit salty, honestly, that Zelina Vega replaced, the beautiful lady that used to be with Escobar back in NXT. What is happening with her now? Is she still doing well by herself on NXT? Elektra Lopez, is she still doing well? What is going on with her? Any updates? Santos Escobar is my pick, says Ricky. Heck yeah, Ricky, I like that. Gunther not losing the title till WrestleMania against Sheamus. Yep. I think so too. I think Gunther has done fantastic. I mean, as an Intercontinental Champion, Gunther really solid performer. Really has put so much respect to the title. Much needed respect, you know. If you talk about, let's talk about Sami Zayn for a bit, right? A lot of people want to see Sami Zayn as champion. They want him to dethrone Roman Reigns. They want him to be main eventing WrestleMania. When Sami Zayn was the Intercontinental Champion, I think he was awful. You know, as the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn was just beyond awful. I mean, whenever I think of Sami Zayn, that green jacket that he used to wear and the title that he used to carry around, I hate everything. I mean, I really despise that whole time, that whole period, that whole reign of his as the champion. It was just incredibly boring, lame, repetitive, and he put no value, no prestige to the title whatsoever, at all. So I feel like Sami Zayn, probably should not be world champion. It was terrible. A terrible title run. On the contrary, Gunther, as champion, has been beyond incredible. So, yeah, I think that just shows that Sami Zayn probably should not be champion, at least not yet. Let's see, Elektra is on her heel run in NXT. Really true. That is interesting. Okay. I'll have to check out NXT soon now. And here we are, backstage. Jey Uso looks all fired up. Jimmy Uso looks satisfied. Okay.
So, it's been a hell
Is Paul Heyman not gonna approach them?
Hey, Oos, or you out? And I don't know you.
Oh.
That's your brother? Yeah. Did he say anything? Nah. He just left.
All right. Okay. That was funny. Alright, anyways. So Jey Uso, still no explanations, no answers. And here we are with Natalya. So is this a thing? Her pink hat, that outfit, that fur coat, is that a thing moving forward? Is that what she wears every single week now? Alright, Natalya. Okay. Electra Lopez trying to pull off being a bully in NXT. Really, that is interesting, Andy. I will have to check that out now. Sami is not main eventing material. I agree, James. I totally agree with you. I like Sami Zayn, but I think that we all know, and we have seen it time and time again, I don't believe that he's a main event material. I don't see him as world champion at all. I agree with you, James. I do. Natalya looks super gorgeous, says Tony. She does. No doubt about it. She looks good. Paul Heyman just stirring the kettle. Yeah, the fact that he's eavesdropping the conversation, was not really stepping in and talking to Jey Uso himself, sends a message.
I was still seeing red. That's because Shayna took something from me. So I took something from Shayna, who's nothing more than a cheap, knockoff version of Ronda Rousey.
Wow, alright, a shot at Shayna Baszler right here. And she's talking about how Shayna is a knockoff version of Ronda Rousey. Connect the dots, guys. They're both gonna show up, and they're both gonna show up together. It's gonna happen. By the way, I must mention that this entire look of Natalya right now, right, the character that she's playing, I don't think she's a bad person in real life, but whatever she's playing as right now, right, wearing that Louis Vuitton belt, wearing the super expensive, I believe, hat or whatever she's wearing, her clothes, that's who she is in real life. She loves the glitters, she loves expensive jewelry, she loves expensive dresses like the one that she's wearing tonight right now, so that's just who she is. So she probably really enjoys playing this character, because that's really who she is. You know, if you look at her social media, she always flaunts her Louis Vuitton boots, bags, everything. So she probably loves whatever she's doing right now. Looks like Natty lost some weight. She did. That's right. Good on her, right? Good on her. She looks good. All right. Natalya is a really nice person. She really is, Andy. I've had a lot of personal interaction with her, every single Christmas, New Year's, whatever occasion it might be. You leave her a DM, she makes sure to reply, really down to earth, very cool person in real life. But on TV, she's just a crooked lady. Oh, Ronda is here, James. Oh, there we are. That's right. It's time for some bad repetition. And surprisingly, Shayna Baszler doesn't look too happy that Ronda Rousey's here. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Is Ronda wearing the same damn tank top that Natalya is? Because it looks very much alike. Look at the top that both the ladies are wearing. Very similar, isn't it? Or at least from the front it is. Alright. Well, Ronda and Shayna definitely seeing eye to eye right now. Wait a second, Shayna. Okay, so Shayna doesn't want Ronda to be here. She doesn't want her to fight her fight. Shayna wants to take out Natalya herself. But of course, both of the ladies here working together, it's gonna be a tag team, guys. These girls are taking away the tag team titles from Damage Control. Like it or not, it's happening. And here, oh, come on. The one lady I did not want to see tonight is Shotzi Blackheart, and here she is. I'm probably going to take some points away from SmackDown tonight because of this Shotzi Blackheart appearance. I cannot stand her. I think True still remembers the reason why I cannot stand her, and yes, the reason remains the same, True. I just cannot stand her. Absolutely not. Natty feels her. I knew. So I knew this comment was coming. Yeah, one might argue that Natty is rocking that top a lot better than Ronda Rousey is due to obvious reasons. I knew this comment was coming. It's funny. You know what? she looks a lot better without that hat. I don't know about you, but I find that hat absolutely hideous. It might be an expensive $1,000 hat, but I mean, yeah, she looks a lot better without it. It makes no sense, you know. The pink is going nowhere. Anyways, here we are now. Jey Uso, I believe he's leaving the building. He's on his way back. Oh.
Look, man, I can't imagine what you're going through right now, and I don't want to put you in a tough spot. I just know Roman pretty well, and you know him even better. And I just can't imagine him letting you forget what you did at the Royal Rumble. Which, by the way, I never got a chance to tell you. It meant the world to me.
All right. All right.
All I want to say is this. We're 8 days away from something huge. We're on the verge of seeing something that I know on some level you've wanted to see for a long time. And it's that man going down. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm telling you, it's going down.
Wow.
And all I want to tell you is that you don't have to go down with the ship, okay? There's a way out of this. There's a way out for you.
Wow. Look at that.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to talk about this again. In case we don't, I just want to let you know. I acknowledge.
That's funny. All right. So we're still not done with the whole acknowledgement stuff. That is hilarious. So Sami says, I just want you to know, I acknowledge you.
I'm leaving.
Oh, fist bumps. Now we're talking. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I still don't think that Jey Uso is gonna, you know, just stand against Roman Reigns. I've got a feeling somehow it's gonna work out in a way that Jey Uso is gonna betray Sami Zayn's trust, and Sami is gonna be history, and the Bloodline's gonna move on, you know, together as a family as they always have, and Sami Zayn is just gonna be away from them, hopefully. So we'll see how this goes. True says Shitzy has actually been doing better. Really, it's hard for me to believe that, but wow, good on her. But still, my opinion on her still stands true. It still does. Hug it out. That's right, James. We're all about the fist bump right here. But good on Sami to have some support, you know, in Jey Uso. I don't think that support is gonna be lasting a long time, but at least for now, he has some support. But that support's not gonna work out at the Chamber because Chamber's in Canada, and Jay and Jimmy are not gonna go into Canada. So that's that. Anyways, we are back on commercial, and it's been just a lot of commercials tonight, no doubt about it. So far, you know, we're done with about an hour, 20 minutes. We're still left at about 30 minutes more. A second. Yeah, so we're still left at about 30 minutes more of action, I guess. You know, lots of commercials tonight, no doubt about it. But again, you know, it's never a good thing when I feel that it's been longer than it has already been. And tonight's show just makes me feel like it's been a super long show. And it hasn't been. It's only been about an hour and 20 minutes. So we still are left with a substantial amount of, content still to go. But I just feel like it's been a long time. Definitely not the best of shows that I've seen in a while. You know, and I've only seen about like 3-4 shows in this past week. But yeah, I feel like this is not it. This is not the best SmackDown of the year. Certainly not. Yep. Again, I'm getting a commercial here for Power Slap. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know how long has this got to stay on TV. Of course, it's getting a lot of backlash, but a lot of support as well, so you never know. It might actually stay, but we'll see. And just like I said, guys, from next Monday, from the Monday coming here, we're going to be doing calls during the commercial breaks. So there's going to be a QR code, a link that you'll be able to scan off the screen. And of course, with that link, you'll be able to connect to me and we'll be able to have a chat. So it's gonna start this Monday, and during every single commercial break, I'm gonna take one call, and we're gonna talk and yeah, have a good time during the commercial break. So let's see. But we're gonna start off with it this Monday, and I cannot wait to chat with all of you. That's right. Okay, we're back here. That's right. This is Yeah time indeed. We are here with LA Knight.
Since the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match at the Royal Rumble.
No. Wrong. We're not talking about that right now. Not talking about this.
So how was the pitch black match, guys? You know, it was a sponsored match, of course. I've heard that there's going to be a lot more sponsored matches similar to the pitch black match. But did you enjoy that match? Did you enjoy the whole concept? And would you like for it to return? Because apparently, with the amount of money that's like $1 million or close to $1 million that the WWE made off the sponsorship, apparently that match is coming back, or matches like those are coming back. Would you like to see it back? Oh wow, Ricky says, AJ, that match was so bad. I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm sorry to hear that. And here we are, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Just like I said, tonight is all about tag teams, you know. We've seen like 2 tag team matches already. This is the 3rd tag team match of the night. We saw a tag team forming on early on. You know, that was Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So lots of tag team action tonight, no doubt about it. And here we are with Raquel Rodriguez. Is her and Aaliyah, are these two still a thing? And here we are, Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, wow. Wait a second. So she's here with Liv Morgan. Okay, so while I've been gone, it seems like Raquel has joined forces with Liv. Is that right? Whatever happened to Aaliyah, guys? Is Aaliyah still around? Is she still with the company? Is she still on SmackDown? What's Aaliyah doing now? I see Ricky. A big no. With that being said, why are we back on commercial? We literally came back from commercial, did we not? Or is it just me who's on commercial right now? Is everybody else on picture-in-picture? Because I'm on commercial. And this commercial break makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Nope, she has her... it's got to be on... Wait, she has not been on SmackDown since summer. Oh, she's injured. Andy, that's sad to hear. All right. Oh, so I'm back from commercial. That was a very short commercial. I think it was probably just for me. But that was a short commercial. Knight was better than Bray in that rivalry, really. So, how is Bray? You know, how does he wrestle? Is he a good wrestler now? I mean, it's been a while since I've seen him wrestling, so is he still good? Is there any ring rust? Alright, the match is underway in Sonya Deville right now. Looks like she's got the upper hand. Also, isn't Charlotte Flair the world champion, the SmackDown Women's champion? We haven't seen Charlotte Flair tonight. We haven't seen a glimpse of her tonight. No mention, no vignette, no talk about Charlotte Flair. So much for being the SmackDown Women's champion, I guess, right? I mean, you would think that there would at least be a mention of her. I think Asuka is winning the Chamber Sister. I think so too. I think it makes total sense for Asuka to win. She probably should win. Yep. And here we are going for the cover and a kick out right there from Liv Morgan. The match continues. I wonder what does Sonya Deville feel about Mandy Rose's release. You know, these two being very good friends and having a business together, D-Mandy's Donuts and whatnot. She probably must be very upset about Mandy Rose being released like that. Aaliyah is fine. WWE just won't schedule her anytime, says James. Yeah, I honestly, I did not see in Aaliyah what I don't know, WWE saw or some of the fans saw. I just did not see it in Aaliyah. I know that she wants to create history. She wants to accomplish big things. But I just don't see it in Aaliyah. I don't see her as a star. You know, let's just be honest. I don't see Aaliyah as somebody I would buy a ticket, you know, to see. I just don't see Aaliyah as somebody I would be, you know, very excited to interview. I'm sorry, but I just don't see Aaliyah as a star. You know, would be happy to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it in her yet. Not yet. Is Chelsea Green officially on SmackDown or Raw? I believe she's a part of Raw, but maybe she's just trying to fit in. Speaking of Chelsea Green, Matt Cardona wanted to do a match. He wanted to do a match between Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona. That was a concept that was playing in his head, and he wanted to make it work, make it a cinematic match. and WWE and Matt Cardona had been going back and forth over the rights to the Zack Ryder name, and now WWE officially once again has full control over the name. Matt Cardona is not allowed to use the name Zack Ryder in any capacity moving forward. WWE has total and complete rights over the name, so that match between Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona will not be happening. It's not happening. That's right. Let's see. And also, I don't know if Matt Cardona is going to be in the WWE because of all the stuff that they went through, behind the scenes lately. I don't know if Matt Cardona is actually going to be in the company very soon. Mandy Rose, she got fired. She was fan pages like OnlyFans. That's right, Ricky. Yep, I did hear about it. I think the world heard about that one. It was a big news, big story that Mandy Rose was let go because of her explicit OnlyFans, or, what was that name again? Yeah, fan pages. It's similar to OnlyFans, but yeah, she got fired over it. Apparently, she's making a lot of money off fan pages. Good for her, really good for her. But I wonder, whenever I read about it, I really wonder, why does one pay for stuff like that? Why pay money for stuff like, a lot of people are doing it. There must be a big incentive, a big reason to do it, right? Something in their head. But for me, it makes very little sense, right? Why pay money for that? I don't get it. I really don't. But good for Mandy Rose, to be making a lot more money than she was with the WWE, apparently. Now, also, we have to consider this, right? So Mandy Rose is making a lot of money right now because she's fresh off the WWE. A lot of people are tuning in because of what happened recently with her, between herself and the company. She's getting a lot of attention. But 2 years from now, when Mandy Rose and all the heat around her, if she doesn't get signed to another company, that is, all the heat and all the fire around Mandy Rose, it gets settled. It calms down. Then what happens? Are people still going to continue to pay? So that's going to be that. We'll see. But I feel like for her, it's crucial for her to get signed by AEW or any other promotion to stay relevant, that is. And here we are, Emma, right here with Madcap Moss. And when I left, around the time that I left, it seemed like Emma was in love with Madcap. And from what I can see right now, it seems like these two are a thing.
Try to get this dub tonight. It's on the GUNTHER and the Intercontinental Championship. Great right there. Confident Madcap. Fatal 4-way next on SmackDown.
Wow. Alright, seems like they really are a thing. So it seems like this relationship between Madcap Moss and Emma has actually been longer than the relationship between Happy Corbin or Baron Corbin and JBL. JBL is not going to be a thing anymore. He's not going to be around. He's not going to be on TV moving forward. And Baron Corbin is yet again all by himself. No JBL, no Madcap Moss, nobody by his side anymore. So we'll see what's next for Baron Corbin on Monday. Should be interesting. Mandy, she dropped the belts versus Roxanne. Yep, that's right, Ricky. Thanks for the recap. Sonya Deville is still upset that Mandy Rose is fired. I would assume so. Very good friends, very close friends. They started out the journey together on Tough Enough, so they go way back. And now they're not just friends, not just, co-workers, former co-workers, but also business partners now. So this relationship, this friendship is deep. So, it's natural to be upset over, your friend getting fired, which a lot of people think was unfair. So that's that. Aaliyah should leave WWE and join Impact, says Andy. I feel like, honestly, Andy, Aaliyah would be a perfect fit for Impact. But again, the money that Impact Wrestling gives is very, 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 very less than the money the WWE gives out, right? So for Impact Wrestling, you can get signed to a contract and make about $40,000, $50,000 a month. A year, and that's just not enough, right? I know that Impact Wrestling, the very standard for them, is $250 per appearance for the people that are not signed to a contract. They pay $250 to the people that show up for one night only. And that's their standard fare. That's the standard rate. But there can be instances when people can work Impact Wrestling for even less, right? They can even work for like 200, 150. It depends on your status. It depends on your relevancy and all that stuff. So, but the standard is 250, which is not a lot. So, for anybody to be signed by like the big leagues, obviously they prefer it over being signed by Impact Wrestling. So, that's that. And let's see, Tony says, I love Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I love Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez too. But I feel like Raquel should probably simmer down on all the smiling. I think she smiles too much. And Liv Morgan, she had her moment. She was SmackDown Women's Champion. I enjoyed that reign. I love how happy Liv Morgan looked every single week. But I feel like I don't know. I see Liv Morgan and Karrion Kross all quite like alike because Karrion Kross is just so good for the optics, right? It just looks fantastic on TV. He's got the looks, but stuff just doesn't work out for him. Similarly, Liv Morgan, optically amazing, right? People love to see her in the top spot, but it just doesn't work out for her for some reason. So, yeah. But let's see. I love both of them, though. I think they're fantastic. I agree with you, brother. I totally agree with you, Tony. James says fan page is nothing like OnlyFans. Is that right? James, what's the difference? I got no idea. All right, the Ionics did fine. Oh, Iconics. I totally forgot. Iconics, that's right. The Iconics did fine there till the retire. You're right. No, the Iconics definitely made a lot of money. And of course, because of the pregnancy and all that happened in real life, they had to step away and step down from Impact Wrestling. But I did enjoy them. Actually, Andy, I think we were watching, what was it, Bound for Glory? Yeah, when they first appeared, when they made their Impact Wrestling debut. I loved it. I was like, Impact Wrestling is the promotion. And honestly, last year was fantastic for Impact. They had everything going for themselves. They had Moose as the world champion. They had Mickie James very active. Of course, the whole rivalry between Mickie and Diana was just A+. And then on top of that, you had Iconics. It just was it was the place to be. Impact Wrestling was popping last year. Fast forward to now, I haven't been watching Impact Wrestling for the past few months, but honestly, like, a lot of people have left. Moose is not champion, and Iconics, as we know, they're gone. A lot of people are gone, so I feel like Impact Wrestling was in a lot better position last year than it is now. And here we are now with Wade Barrett and Michael Cole calling the action ringside. And here we are now with Charlotte Flair. And I was thinking that where has Charlotte Flair been the champion, right? Where has she been all this time? And here she is with the sit-down interview with Michael Cole. I literally gave out such a you know what? Whatever I said right there, I was like, wow, AJ. You know, they called Paul Heyman the wise man, but you really are the wise man. I really was whatever I said right there was perfect. And then I figured out that I was muted, so that's embarrassing. But you know, I'm truly back. That now that my botches are back too, I'm used to doing this. I'm used to putting myself on mute accidentally and talking. And yeah, I truly am back, guys. Welcome back. But yeah, whatever I said right there was pure wisdom. I probably should be called the wise man moving forward. But you did not even hear that, so that's a shame. But yeah, what I was saying was that Charlotte Flair, you know, just talking about James and what James said early on about Charlotte Flair not even looking like herself after all these surgeries. What I was saying was that this industry is just so demanding that, you know, people feel pressured into going for these surgeries over and over again, and it's just a never-ending chase to perfection. And that is what Charlotte Flair and Natalya and so many other women have been doing on the main roster especially. And in the industry as a whole, so many people go for these surgeries, right? That they don't even look her part. But it's just a sad reality of this industry that they always chase perfection, and in that perfection, they lose a part of themselves. They lose themselves, right? They don't look like themselves. Yeah. But can't help that stuff, right? But thank you once again, guys, for letting me know that I was muted, that I went for the biggest botch of the night. Thank you. And True says, for once, Ashley doesn't look super pasty. That's right, yeah. She did not look very pasty, so that was good. But again, lots of surgeries for sure. Let's see what else do we have here. David Richards is open to reforming his tag team with Eddie Edwards as the American Wolves again. That'd be nice. Alright, Andy. That is sweet. By the way, is Josh Alexander still the Impact World Champion? And here we are. Santos Escobar. I see Santos Escobar has actually got a new Tron and everything. And a very sweet outfit too. Santos looks awesome. Look at him. You know what? I'm actually speechless right now because I really want to hate on Zelina Vega for replacing Elektra. I really don't want to like her. But just everything about her tonight, the way she's coming out here, the way she just looks pretty good with Escobar right now. She just fits the part. I can't believe I'm saying that, but she looks good right here alongside Escobar. This is a pretty good duo. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I'm a big mark for Elektra Lopez and Santos Escobar together, but Zelina Vega looks pretty good too. You gotta accept that. The wise AJ, that's right. Thank you guys, thank you. Yep. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. That's right. Wow, Broman says it is Karrion time for sleep. That's sad, right? That's sad. From being the Killer Kross, from being Karrion Kross, from being on the wrestling show, he's now putting Broman and everybody to sleep on TV. That's sad. I still remember the night that he actually made his surprise return to WWE television on SmackDown by attacking these guys, Drew McIntyre, and facing off against Roman Reigns. Everybody had high hopes. People were talking about how he's going to be the next contender and the next big threat to Roman Reigns' title run. But here he is now, trying to become the #1 contender for the IC title. So, Karrion Kross definitely did not live up to the expectations. Of course, no threat to Roman Reigns. I'm not even sure if he's going to be a threat to Gunther. So, definitely has fallen off the mark. No doubt about it. But still, you know, behind the scenes, he's making a lot more money, so he's a happy man. And here he is. Look at that, Rey Mysterio. And his wife ringside. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Gunther and his boys, the Imperium, have the best seats in the house, keeping a close eye on who's gonna be the next #1 contender for his championship. I see, David. Go for the penalty box, AJ. 2 minutes for muting. I know. Probably should do that, right? Yep. By the way, guys, also, I know that a lot of people, you know, you guys, I also loved it. The point system. We all love the point system, right? Making me drink water or making me eat a green chili. All of that stuff that we used to do on Twitch. I know everybody loved it. I know you guys missed it. and I am figuring out a way. I'm trying to get it done, but it will be back. It will be back, hopefully very soon. But it'll be back on YouTube. The point system. You guys will be earning points, and you will be able to redeem them to make me do stuff right here on camera. Let it be, tell you a joke, mute myself, or mute you, or all of that stuff. We're gonna be doing that very soon because I am, have been able to figure out something for that. So we're going to be bringing back the point system right here on YouTube very soon. But from next Monday, the one thing that we're going to be doing differently is we're going to be having audio calls during these commercial breaks. So one of you will be able to join me, for every single commercial break. And we'll be able to have a nice audio chat on the stream live right here when we're on commercials. So we're going to be doing that starting Monday, and very soon we're also going to be bringing back the point system. So that's that. Making this whole thing a lot more interactive than it already is. Yeah, AJ, he is still Impact Wrestling World Champion, says Ricky. Oh, thanks for that, brother. Now, yeah, I mean, just like I said, it's no secret. I feel like Moose was a lot better champion. I was happy when Josh Alexander won the championship because it was like such a nice feel-good story. It was a nice moment for him, He had everything taken away from himself. He was destroyed in front of his own family. Moose got into his house, also assaulted his wife and whatnot. So it just made sense for Alexander to win the title and just for everybody to feel good about it because it was such a good feel-good story. But fast forward to now, I feel like Josh Alexander's title run has been flat. It's been not up to the mark. It's been not as entertaining as Moose's was. So I really am expecting and hoping that Alexander drops the title soon. To whom? We don't know. Let's see. Jason says, AJ, it's Killer Kross. I know, brother. I know that you guys know how I feel whenever I see Killer Kross, right? It just takes me back to our conversation, our interview. Kross was super nice during the whole thing, before and after the interview. I'll tell you, after all these interviews that I've done, right, so many of them, Kross has been the only guy, of course, I'm not counting my friends like JTG and stuff, they're friends, of course, it's natural for them to stay back after the interview and have a nice old chat. But Kross was literally the only man, right, that I've ever spoken to for the first time ever. But he stayed back after the interview, after I stopped recording, and he stayed back to chat. Not a lot of people do that. He stayed back to chat. We had a nice conversation. And I was the one who said, okay, Kross, I'll see you next time, right? Mostly, it's like wrestlers, they do the interview, and they're like, all right, it was good talking to you, and they leave. But Kross stayed back. We had a great chat. We talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah, he was a super nice guy, so I hope that he wins tonight. Wishing him the best, but let's see. All right, so Kross and Madcap going at it. Oh, I'm sorry. Madcap Moss and Santos Escobar going at it, and Kross and Mysterio going at it right now in the two corners. Mysterio's got the upper hand over Killer Kross. Can you believe that? He's got the upper hand. Mysterio, with those heavy shots right there, those punches to Kross. Kross lifts him up, sends Mysterio straight face first into the turnbuckle. Has Kross gained some weight? It seems like, oh dear, it seems like, all right, okay, yeah. Kross has definitely gained some weight. No doubt about it. Yeah. There is some change. There is, it's been a few months since I've seen Kross, and now that I'm looking at it, he definitely has gained some weight. A little bit, but definitely has. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Yes, Alexander getting ready to defend his title against Rich Swann. Rich Swann, once again, the #1 contender at Impact Wrestling. Good for him. Good for him. All right. I think this is going to be possibly the first big match for Rich Swann ever since he lost to Kenny Omega and dropped the Impact Wrestling title to Kenny Omega. So that's pretty good. Nice. Good for Rich Swann, I guess. The legendary Rey Mysterio. That's right. The cover star for 2K22. Rey Mysterio. Anybody else notice how 2K only goes for the veterans for their cover stars? I mean, you look at Rey Mysterio, now they're going for John Cena. They're not going for the newer guys because I believe 2K is smart, right? They know that there's a lot of people who have stopped watching wrestling, but they're still into gaming. And when they go to GameStop or when they're looking at, games online, and they look at, let's say, Karrion Kross or somebody else, they might not be able to relate. They might not recognize. But when they look at Rey Mysterio or John Cena, they know exactly what they're going for. And that's why they are, more inclined to purchase the game rather than, having somebody newer on the cover. So I feel like that's why they go for the veterans. And I think that the trend is going to continue with somebody else next year on the cover. But let's see. I love Bomber Jacket wearing Killer Kross from Impact, though. I agree with you, bro, man. Also, if anybody... All right, I probably... You know what? This is the hot take. Because Scarlett Bordeaux on Impact Wrestling was something else. Who remembers Scarlett Bordeaux, the smoke show on Impact? Anybody here does? Because no doubt about it, she was a lot more relevant and a lot more, I would say, a hot topic of conversation and otherwise on Impact Wrestling. Everybody loves Scarlett on Impact, right? But here in the WWE, she's more of a valet than anything else. But on Impact Wrestling, Scarlett Bordeaux was a whole nother level. By the way, also, Scarlett is not going back to Impact Wrestling. Killer Kross is not going back to Impact Wrestling. We already talked about it during the interview. But something happened behind the scenes that they don't really want to address. But I think that all of us know what happened. But they're not going to go back to Impact Wrestling, and that's a fact. So here we are one more time. It seems like Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, they're going to go one-on-one. This should be good. That's right. By the way, I'm loving the bright colors that Mysterio is wearing. Mysterio is one of the only wrestlers today that can rock any color, right? Let it be the yellow and the black. By the way, yellow and black, that combination for me is just absolutely hideous. And thanks to Logan Paul for it, right? I hate the combination of yellow and black now. But anyways, Rey Mysterio can rock any color. Let it be red, yellow, green, purple, or even pink and blue. He can rock any color. And that's what's so unique about Rey Mysterio. Let's see, Brooklyn Joker says Braun Breaker is the next big thing. It could happen, brother. I agree. Braun Breaker, definitely. I don't know if he's going to be moving up to the main roster after Mania, but when he does, he definitely will be a big thing. But honestly, the main roster is just a big, big ocean with a lot of big sharks, and Braun Breaker here will just be another big guy. How big is he gonna go here when we're talking about guys like Roman Reigns, guys like Brock Lesnar, guys like Karrion Kross? You have Braun Breaker. It's gonna be a challenge. NXT, he's definitely a big fish in the pond, but main roster is an ocean with a lot of sharks of different kinds. Braun Breaker will definitely have a challenge, but let's see. All right, both Bojas and Jake on the call right now. I love that, Ricky. And starting Monday, the call's going to be right here. We're going to be able to talk starting Monday right here on the stream. So we're going to take it one step forward. It's going to be good. Cringeborough, good to see you. Welcome back, my brother. Thank you for that. And here we are right now. Santos Escobar going to go for a high-risk maneuver. Nice dive to the outside, taking out Madcap Moss. All the competitors are down on the mat. And Gunther and the boys keeping a close eye. It's nice. With that being said, we go back to commercial. And we've got about 10 or 11 more minutes before the show's going to be over. So we'll see how this goes. But of course, after this show, we're going to be watching Rampage. Let's see how this goes. Also, we're going to be having Mark Briscoe tonight. So it's going to be a Rampage worth watching. No doubt about it. AJ was reading something. WWE wants Jacob Fatu for he can beat Roman Reigns. Now, Brooklyn Joker, I'll tell you something about Jacob Fatu. All that you're reading right now, I'm not going to say that it's total lie, but I'll tell you that nobody knows what's going to happen with Jacob Fatu. I do know. I do have a very, very big news on Jacob Fatu. It's confirmed news. I cannot say it because I've been told not to, and I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not making it up. I'm just not. I know exactly what's happening with Jacob Fatu, but I'm not allowed to say it. But I will tell you this: nobody knows, nobody else knows, except for very few people, what's happening with Jacob Fatu. But I'm telling you, he is the talk of the town. A lot of people are talking about Jacob Fatu right now, but a lot more people are going to be talking about Jacob Fatu moving forward. Yeah, but everything that you're reading about him, take it with a very, very, very little grain of salt. The least grain of salt that you can take it with. It's most likely not true. Yeah, but it's gonna be big. Jacob Fatu, whatever he does, is gonna be huge. Breaker, so boring, unpredictable, same match all the time. Does he still come out, kicking the X of the old NXT? Because I got tired of it real quick. But James, I'm with you. I mean, Braun Breaker is sweet, right? I watched him wrestle a couple of times. I loved it. I watched him wrestle 5 times, and I got a little bored, right? the same singlet, the same everything. But, you know, that's what's unique to him. More power to him. Let's see how he's going to be on the main roster. But I feel it's going to be a challenge. But again, Braun Breaker, he comes from, you know, the Steiner family. And they have a repetition in wrestling, in the WWE specifically. So let's see. You know, he's got the voice, he's got the looks, he's got everything that screams Steiner. So it could be it. Let's see. Ricky says, AJ, you said Braun Breaker, big star on Raw or SmackDown. What about his girlfriend, Cora Jade? You think Cora? Yeah, Ricky. I feel that Cora Jade is gonna be successful, no doubt about it. I feel like she might even find more success and popularity on the main roster than Braun Breaker would. Honestly, I feel like Cora Jade is gonna be super huge. She has everything, all the boxes checked. Look at the women of the past, like AJ Lee, you know, Paige. All these women, and look at Cora Jade. I see a lot of similarities. If AJ Lee could be successful, Cora Jade fills all the boxes. She's young, she's fresh, she's cute, she's super skilled, athletic, she's got a passion for wrestling, and she's got a skateboard or a baseball bat, whatever she's carrying around right now. But Cora Jade is going to be super popular. No doubt about it. She's going to outshine Liv Morgan. She's going to be a star on the main roster, without a doubt. And she's also got a snapback hat that Nikki Bella had. She's got everything. I think Cora Jade is a total package. She's going to be amazing. Amazingly popular. But let me know what you guys think about her. Alright, so with that being said, we're back from commercial. And the match still continues. Killer Kross going for the cover. It's not just some weight that he's put on. He's actually grown hair as well. Long hair, Killer Kross. I see. Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, I think Jey Uso walking out on Jimmy Uso. Then we get tag team match. Sami and Jey Uso and Kevin Owens versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa and Roman. Wow, that would be big. Alright, Solo and Roman teaming together would be big because I feel like Roman Reigns is on a whole different level right now. Solo Sikoa is like, you know, he's more of a sidekick. But for them to team up would be sweet. But as we know, we already saw it tonight. Jey Uso did show up. He did help out his brother. It seems like they're still on good terms. Let's see what happens moving forward. But right now, it seems like he is very much a part of the bloodline. And he's very much a part of the Usos. So, and still the champion. So let's see. Brooklyn Joker, let's see what happens. But it is quite interesting. Yeah, with that being said, we're still on commercial. We're back for commercial now. Madcap Moss going at it. That's right. He's dating the botch machine. He has gotten worse, says James. Oh dear, it's funny. That is funny, brother. I said same thing about Roxanne Perez. She is going to be a big star on Raw and SmackDown. I agree. But I don't know. I know Roxanne is probably the champion right now. She's not. I think that she's going to be fantastic. But for some reason, I look at Roxanne, I look at Cora Jade. I feel like Cora Jade is going to be it. I feel like Cora Jade is going to be the star. Roxanne will be a second close, most likely. But I feel like Cora Jade is going to be the star. That's what I feel. But Roxanne is going to be close as well. Yeah. And here we are. Nice. Rey Mysterio takes out Escobar going for the cover. It's a 1, it's a 2. And Madcap Moss pulls him off. Anybody here a Madcap Moss fan? Has Madcap Moss won over anybody here? Anyone while I was away? Because for me, you know what? I cannot buy the look, the trunks, the name, the everything. I can't. He definitely has won Emma over, but not me. Definitely not me. Let's see. She was a Women's Royal Rumble match too. Wait, it's really? Roxanne was in the Women's Royal Rumble too? Oh, that's interesting. Ricky, did Roxanne get a reaction? Did people care? Did they cheer her up? Let's see. Madcap Moss is good, says Brooklyn Joker. All right, Brooklyn Joker. Okay, my brother, all right. Well, he might be good, but you know what? I'm still not buying him. I'm definitely not. And here we are, where he's going to go for a superplex of the top rope. Escobar is in big trouble. And Ricky says, no, AJ, I'm not a fan. I'm not. Good stuff, Ricky, good stuff. You have not let me down. All right, it seems like Escobar turns it around. Nice kick right there to the side of the head off Madcap Moss. He's got to go for it. Looks like he's got to go for it indeed. What if Madcap Moss beats Roman Reigns? Oh dear, if that happens, I don't even know, brother. If that happens, I'm going to change my name to Madcap Singh. You can take that, right? If Madcap Moss beats Roman Reigns, I'm going to be called Madcap Singh for a month. That's what we'll do. No Roxanne Perez, as she did not got big pop, but Index did. I see. Index got a big pop, but not Roxanne. I'm not surprised. I feel like Roxanne will be good, but honestly, she's good on NXT. But if I look at Roxanne, if I look at, like, I say Raquel Rodriguez, I look at Liv Morgan, I don't see that Roxanne is better than them. She's good, but I don't think she's better than Raquel or even Liv. So let's see. And here we are now. Of course, Scarlett Bordeaux with some dirty work, it seems. Rey Mysterio is distracted. Killer Kross taking advantage. Takes out Mysterio from behind. Yep. And the match continues. That's right. I see Ricky. Okay, Zoe Stark was also in the Rumble. What about Zoe Stark, though? Did she get a reaction? Oh, wow. Oh, my. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe this. I just cannot believe. Oh, my gosh. Look. Even the Imperium cannot. Oh, my God. All right. Hey, we all know how this is gonna go down, right? Next week on SmackDown, Madcap Moss is going down. The fact that he won tonight and destroyed and defeated the likes of Karrion Kross baffles me, honestly. But congratulations to Madcap Moss, I guess. Wow.
He's very, very proud of you, and you were 100% right. Your brother is very loyal to you. Hey, assignment from the tribal chief. Next week, we got this whole thing in Montreal figured out. He needs an on-television perspective. He needs the two of you to stay home and watch the show on television. Because, sometimes you see things on TV that you don't see when you hear live.
Well, either ways, they wouldn't have been in Montreal because of the DUI and whatnot. So, Paul, we get it. Anyways, of course, Usos are not going to be on TV next week. And apparently Roman Reigns doesn't want them on TV. But also, the Canadian government, they do not want him on TV. Anyways, it was a fun SmackDown. But the ending of it was something that, you know what people said about the ending of AEW this week? They were not happy with the Guns winning. I'm not happy with Madcap Moss winning, but, whatever. Anyways, tonight's show was okay. I feel like it was quite repetitive with the whole tag team action. The whole segment with Natalya and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler was average, below average. I guess we cared about Ronda Rousey coming back. I don't know. I did not really hear her pop, but whatever. I'm going to give SmackDown a 5 out of 10. It was a below average show. Even though, we had fun, we had a great time watching it, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm being very generous right now, honestly. Let's see. So, Little Paul has buried Kross. It seems like it, James. Seems like he regrets bringing him back. And that's that. By the way, did you see MLW's debut on DSEM? Because they made their debut, right? And their debut match was not live. Their debut match was literally recorded months ago. And I could tell because Kross was in their debut match. So, that's that. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, you're wrong. Next week on SmackDown, Gunther title run comes to a wow. Alright, Brooklyn Joker here. We got a Madcap Moss stand right here. Brooklyn Joker says, no. Next week, Gunther's title run comes to an end and Madcap Moss wins. Now that is gotta be something that, if that happens, I'm gonna be Madcap Singh for a month. I told you. So we'll see. That's right, James. It is time for AEW. That's correct. Paul Heyman just stirring the soup up. That's right, Gary. Let's see what happens next week. No Usos. It's all Roman Reigns and Solo. So let's see how this goes down. Alright, only one going with Roman is Solo. That's right, Ricky. Only one. That is Solo Sikoa. Had it not been Solo, Roman Reigns would have been all Solo himself. Ironic. And Ricky gives it a 4 out of 10. David, my brother, gives it a B+. I like that, okay. James gives it a 2.5. I think that's the most precise rating for it. 2.5 is perfect. I was being generous when I'm going to give it a 5, It's our first week back. I want to be generous, but from next week, I will not be so generous. Broman says, any show that has Lacey Evans gets a 2-point decrease. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to take some points off for Lacey. I gotta give it a 3 now, bro, man. Thanks for reminding me of that. That's right. Yeah, any show with Lacey Evans, and I'm talking about this very confused Lacey, it gets a -2. I like that, bro, man. That's right. 4 out of 4 from Brooklyn. That's nice. 4 out of 4. All right, Brooklyn. Okay. I'm giving SmackDown a C, says Ricky. 4.5 from Gary. I think that makes sense. 3 from Chris. Heck yeah, brother. We're on the same page. Gonna watch NXT Level Up on my phone while watching AEW Rampage on cable. Smart, Tony. Smart. That's right. It's time for Rampage. So let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. That's right. Let's take off this thing. And now... yeah, don't mind me. My television is still gonna say Dynamite, but we're watching Rampage, so don't get confused. But yeah, let's get that on now, real quick. That's right. Okay, that's right. So it says Dynamite, but we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna pretend it's Rampage. Thank you. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Raw was more. I agree, Ricky. Raw was a lot better than what we saw tonight. I agree. Yep. I watched first time watching MLW. Did you like it, James? Did you like MLW? And here we are right now. Look at that. Going for the cover and a kick out right there. So it truly is a tag team week, I guess, right? We just got a SmackDown that was full of tag team action, and we're starting off Rampage here with yet another tag team match. It really is a tag team week, or at least tag team Friday in wrestling tonight. Absolutely it is. That's right. SmackDown gets a 3 out of 5, says Tony. 3 out of 5 is very generous, Tony. Okay, alright. Sweet. And that's right, James. Changing my background indeed. Ritukar, it's good to see you. Welcome. Now, don't worry about being late. You might be late for SmackDown, but you're in time right here for Rampage. It's good to see you. And look at Claudio. Looking good, looking fresh. That is correct. You know, after all, I probably will get some heat for it, but I've got to say it. After all this time, with Cesaro, Claudio, all of that, Claudio is fantastic. We know he's a world-class performer, a fantastic wrestler, without a doubt. But after all these years, what Vince McMahon thought of Claudio or Cesaro back then, that he is a B-plus entertainer, that he is an average entertainer, not as very charismatic. I feel like after all these years, I kind of agree. I feel like Claudio is fantastic. He's a great wrestler. But when it comes to entertainment value, when it comes to the charisma, I feel like he's average, not the most charismatic of folks up there. So I do agree with him a little bit right there. And I feel like Claudio and Josh Alexander are very much alike. Fantastic wrestlers, great performers, athletic. They've got all the boxes checked. But when it comes to charisma, when it comes to selling yourself and selling your brand, average is what I feel. Anyways, here we are right now. That's right. Claudio's team in a bit of a trouble right here, as we see. I want to see Bayley versus Lita at WrestleMania, says Chris. Bayley versus Lita at WrestleMania would be nice. Yeah, I would like to see it too, Chris. Heck yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see also Trish Stratus. Speaking of WrestleMania, WrestleMania is going to Hollywood this year. We all know it. The Rock is not going to be there. This guy Batista might get inducted into the Hall of Fame, but other than that, what do we have when it comes to Hollywood? What aspects of Hollywood are we talking that are being covered in this year's WrestleMania, right? So that is something that we still don't know much about, right? What Hollywood stars, what celebrities are coming to WrestleMania this time? We don't know. Hopefully that is talked about and that's mentioned soon, because I really want to see. WrestleMania is going to Hollywood. I hope that is not just limited to the location, but beyond that too. I hope we get some celebrities involved. Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm saying that. It is WrestleMania, and it's going to Hollywood. We should get some celebrities. I changed my mind. Saxton is the new host of Level Up. Oh, okay, Tony. I see you. All right. WTK23 roster is looking good so far, says Chris. Yep, it is. The roster is good. I think you all know how I feel about 2K games and WWE 2K games lately. I'm just not a fan, So WWE 2K22 is the only wrestling game that I've never played for fun, for pleasure. I have not. I did not play the game 2K22 even for 5 or 10 minutes by myself. The only time I played that game was live right here on the stream. Never played it myself in my free time. Just not a fan of the gameplay. Hopefully 2K23 changes that. Yeah. Let's see. AJ, I saw the results of Rampage. All I have to say is really Brooklyn Joker. Okay. Well, hopefully it's going to be a good show. Let's see. Right now, as we can see, Moxley has been tagged in. That's right. Hopefully the landscape of this match will be changing up. Nice elbow strikes and chops right here from Moxley. That's right. Good job. Good job. Would like to see him heal with the mouthpiece. Claudio. I agree. Berman. I feel like you're so right. You're so right. It just makes total sense. And I feel like for Claudio, the best fit was him coming out with a blazer, right? With a suit and a tie, ripping it up. I feel like that was just the perfect Claudio, perfect Cesaro. It was just fantastic. I really hope that, we get to see something like that. A heel Claudio with a suit on and a mouthpiece. I think it would just work beautifully. And Brooklyn Joker says, breaking news, Trish Stratus is returning to Raw. Now that's some news because I don't know if I said it out loud or not, but in my mind, I don't know if I was thinking out loud, I can't remember, but in my mind, I did think that I wish that Trish Stratus would come back for WrestleMania. And sounds like she is coming back to Raw, Brooklyn Joker, so that's pretty big. I'm happy. I'm happy to know that. And Sammy G is here. Good to see you, brother. It's great to see you. He says, good to see you back, AJ. Watching wrestling just isn't the same without you. Hope all is well with you now. My brother Sammy, thank you so much for the love. And I feel the same way. Honestly, while I was away, I watched no wrestling whatsoever. It's only fun with the family. It's great to see you, brother. Welcome back. And thank you for having me back here. And as you see here, it is Moxley now who is getting butchered right here ringside, and head bouncing off the apron, a big kick right there to the head of Moxley. Moxley in a rough shape. Oh, he's gonna go for a springboard, and there you go. Down goes Moxley just like that. James says the only thing Hollywood is covered in is crap, and lots of crap emojis. That's true, right? I mean, yeah, we cannot deny that. We cannot deny that. Bollywood definitely isn't the most ideal of places. That's true. That's right. And let's see. I heard the Boogeyman is going to be the Hall of Fame this year too. I did hear that too. That's right. The speculation, prediction, leak, whatever you might want to call it. The class. It seems like Batista going into the Hall of Fame. It seems like Boogeyman is going to go into the Hall of Fame. I still see headlines from like these news sites, right? Ringside News and whatnot, and they say breaking news: Batista still doesn't want to wrestle. And I feel like it's to the point that wrestling fans or these news sites, they just don't believe it. I mean, Batista was very, very clear when he said that he was never going to wrestle again after WrestleMania, right? He said that his shoulders were down and he took the beating. He lost to Triple H because that's an old school mentality that you have to get back to the industry that gave you so much, that gave you your life, your career, your money, everything. So he said that it was a way for him to give back to the industry, that he was never going to wrestle again, that he's gone forever. And honestly, with him, saying that and also finding so much success in Hollywood, I don't see Batista ever coming back either. He's an old school kind of a guy. When he says he's retired, he's retired. When he gives back to the industry like that by having his shoulders down on the mat and taking the loss in his last match, I do believe him. So I feel like Batista is really never wrestling again, and people should probably stop talking about it. I think it's a perfect time, perfect place for him to go to the Hall of Fame and put a nice end to his storied career. Let's see what happens, though. There are going to be a lot of celebrities at WrestleMania, as Hollywood says. David, I think so, too. I just found out a few months ago that Kim Kardashian was actually once a part of WrestleMania, which hopefully does not happen again, but let's see. And there you go, Moxley off the top turnbuckle, just like that, taking out his competitor. Moxley is on fire right now. Good job. This is the opening that he needed. It's going very well. Also, we can see Revolution is happening very soon. The 5th of March, Revolution will be live from San Francisco. So it should be good. Let's see. AJ, are you playing new AEW games? Oh, I'm so excited. Ricky, for the new AEW game, I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping that it will introduce, a fun gameplay, because the WWE games right now, they seem to me as a task, right? They don't seem fun. They seem like a task to get the job done, to win a match. I hope that AEW games, they bring the fun back to the wrestling video gaming industry, as they have promised that they will bring the fun back. I am a big sucker for graphics. I want good graphics, but I'm willing and I'm happy to compromise with the graphics when it comes to the AEW game if they can actually at least put the fun back in wrestling gaming. So I'm excited, definitely. And let's see. Ritu says that Ricky will be there for sure. Wait, you mean Ricky or you mean Rick? That's nice. All right, let's see. Okay, with that being said, an Irish whip from Claudio and followed by a big chop and an uppercut right there. Claudio is on fire. That's right. Let's see. Brooklyn Joker says AJ breaking news: Lita and Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch versus Bayley and Dakota Kai and Io Sky at the Chase. Is that right, Brooklyn Joker? Is that really happening? That's crazy. If Trish Stratus and Lita are going to the chamber, that's amazing. That's awesome. Wow. If that's really happening, Brooklyn Joker, I'm a happy man. AJ, are you renaming the stream? AJ said SmackDown or Rampage. I'm gonna let it be right now, brother, because I've got the thumbnail, a very nice thumbnail for SmackDown, so I probably will just add Rampage to the title. I'll do that. Thanks for that, Ricky. And here we are. Claudio is gonna go for the 360. He's gonna go for the spin. That's right. Everything is not breaking news, says James. Let's pretend. Let's buy into the kayfabe, James. Let's buy into the kayfabe, right? Alright, with that being said, that was a nice little spin. Andy says Ricky Morton wants the Midnight Express in the Hall of Fame. If they are too, then Ricky Morton would love to put them in. That would be nice. Yeah, Andy, that'd be sweet. Actually, I would like to see them in the Hall of Fame too. You know Kim Kardashian will be at WrestleMania now. I won't be surprised if Kanye... Oh my gosh, alright. Now, if Kanye and Kim, both of them show up at Mania, we might be seeing an impromptu matchup. You never know, David. And here we are, a mixed tag team match. I'm talking about a mixed tag team match. And here we are, okay. Moxley gets in there, was it? Wow. Bodies flying everywhere right now. Claudio once again steps up. Nice kick. Is he going to go for it? Throws his opponent out. He's going to get outnumbered right here by the Butcher of the Blade. He's going to get butchered indeed. There you go. Big kick right there to the chest. Claudio could be gone and out right here. 33 days away from 2K23. All right, Chris is counting down. Chris is excited about the game. That's nice. Okay, with that being said, love that, Ricky. Bailey's arm is a sling and Dakota Kai's injured, says Chris. Yeah, let's see. All right, Brooklyn Joker. All right. Okay. David, love that. Wow, this match has been going on for quite a bit here. Let's see. There you go. Claudio lifts him up on his shoulders, gets him down hard, going for the cover. It's a 1, a 2, and the cover has been broken. Wow, this match is going on for quite a bit, about 15 minutes already now. Sweet. Breaking news, Hulk Hogan comes out of... I see. So everybody here is playing AJ. I see. All right. All right, guys. I'm not gonna buy into all of these breaking news anymore. Yeah. Kayfabe's broken. And here we are, Claudio. Nice. Oh, Moxley out of nowhere. This has to be it. This has to be over. Yeah, it's going to be Moxley's team that's going to win for sure. Go for the cover. And they pick up the victory. That's nice. Definitely has been a hot minute since I've seen these guys together, right, working a match. So is the BCC still a thing? Without William Regal, are they still working well together? It seems like it, right? Utah, Moxley, Claudio. It seems like they are still getting along pretty well with or without William Regal. Good on them. Good on them. Claudio took the pin victory. That's right, Andy. This match was sweet. Not too bad, but honestly, I've seen a lot of tag team action tonight to be really very excited about this match or this victory. Good for them. Oh, James. No, you really did not need to sush me up, brother. Okay. All right. Thanks for that. That's right, Ricky. No sushis allowed here. That gives me a headache, I'll tell you that. They're still like that group. I see it, Andy. Without William Regal, they're still working well together, so that's sweet. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you. And here we are now with Sting and Denhausen. We're getting a nice package for these two. And Rene Paquette is going to be talking to Adam Cole on Wednesday night on Dynamite, so that's sweet.
And looking at this roster, I have a couple ideas of who I'd love to step into. I don't think so. I'm gonna leave that just to me.
Take this.
Alright, so that's that about Adam Cole. We're going to hear more about who he'd like to fight in AEW on Wednesday night, so we'll see how this goes. Right now we're getting a commercial break for Hogwarts Legacy, the Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy. So, yeah, still have to play the game. I only played it once on the stream, but I still have to check it out myself. I haven't really played it much. Alright, and Ricky says, a guy what? Whirlgun. That's right, I know, brother. I heard that, we talked about it earlier as well. A lot of people are actually boycotting the whole Harry Potter game because of J.K. Rowling and how she's profiting of the game as well. Yeah. Cancel culture is definitely strong, right? Going strong indeed. Anyways, we're on commercial right now. We are left with about 45 minutes more of wrestling. In these 45 minutes, we're also going to be hearing from Mark Briscoe. The one thing that I'm super excited and actually very eagerly looking forward to on Rampage tonight is Mark Briscoe, and I want to see what does he want to say. What does he want to share with the fans, right? Is he going to be around? Is he going to be on a bit of a hiatus? Is he going to stick on AEW? Stay here? Let's see. All right. Oh, I did not say that, Brooklyn Joker. You cannot play me into that, right? Anyways, what are you guys doing this weekend? Are you guys going to be watching Super Bowl? Are you guys going to be spending your Valentine's weekend this weekend? What are your plans for this weekend? I know Super Bowl is happening this Sunday as well, I believe so. Definitely a big weekend. Also, we're going to be starting off with XFL very soon. The Rock's XFL. Vince McMahon's baby, now The Rock's adopted baby. XFL is going to be starting, I believe, February 18th. So, who's watching XFL? Anyone here? I know True doesn't watch NFL. True, are you going to be giving XFL a chance? Andy, anyone? Let me know. Ricky, Brooklyn Joker. Let's see. Alright, my brother Andy, you take care. Have a good night. I'll be seeing you very soon on Monday night. And I hope you enjoy Super Bowl. Take care, Andy. Thank you for being here. Alright, I will definitely play Hogwarts game as well. That's right, this weekend I got wrestling. You got wrestling school, Brooklyn Joker. That's impressive. Alright, good luck with that. One day we might be seeing Brooklyn Joker and we'll be doing a watch-along for Brooklyn Joker's match. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. I'll watch XFL again, says Andy. That's sweet. Okay, let's give XFL a chance. Alright, Ricky also is going to be giving XFL a chance now. Sweet. Screw woke cancel culture. That is what is wrong with this generation and the left, says James. Yeah. Yeah, not to get very political, but definitely a lot of things getting cancelled, right? That is true. So, apparently, again, I was about to spill some beans, but, there was a proposal that was, definitely, I was approached with a proposal to have some of the cancelled wrestlers on the show and talk to them about how they were cancelled, why they were cancelled, if they want to come back. A proposal was sent. We might or might not make it work, but a proposal like that was sent over, so... still haven't come to an agreement, but we might be doing a series of that, so we'll see. Anyways, let's see. I know my brother David is going to be watching it too. That's nice, Ricky. That is sweet. That is awesome, Brooklyn Joker. That's fantastic. You're going to be training in the same facility where Shawn Michaels trained. I wish the best for you, Brooklyn Joker, and I hope that you find success. Awesome stuff. That is great. Go make us proud. Anything to do with American football, I'm all in. Gary, I love that. Okay. I love watching American football too. I actually like it more than watching soccer. So I think that I might actually give XFL a chance as well. Only time will tell how much I can get into it. But hopefully, it's gonna be good. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now? This is a letdown. You have got to be kidding me. We really gonna be having these jokers out here promoting their show on Rampage, the Impractical Jokers? This is a bit too much. Oh, come on. This is, Alright. Well, good to see you, said Architect. And he says, what did the Usos do wrong? Why are they banned by... So it's driving under influence, right? They were caught driving while being intoxicated. And it's a big offense in Canada. They take DUIs very, very seriously. And they've had multiple DUIs, actually, the Usos. They have been arrested driving while drunk multiple times. That is why they're banned in Canada. That is the reason. The Canadians take DUIs a lot more seriously than Americans do, so that's that. AJ should play Last One of Us also. The series is trending and we would love to see that game again. Alright, that's a good one. I would love to do that, sure. Alright, Brooklyn Joker, I see your breaking news. That's your gimmick, delivering breaking news. I like that.
I can have that back whenever I want, but I'm not going to take it back from you because my friends are going to take it back from you instead. Your friends are going to handle your small...
This means nothing to me, right? This whole thing means nothing. But here we are. Jake Hager looks like an absolute clown, by the way, in that outfit. I don't even know what he's wearing, but these guys are gonna be taking the bat away from the Practical Jokers, and they're assaulting them. All right, good on them. That's right. The Last of Us. I see you. All right, I'd love to play that game as well. I know, Ricky. I'm not sure why they're here. I mean, they are here for the promotion of their show that's coming up, the Impractical Jokers. But again, like, who wants to see them here? And the fans are so in. Apparently, some of the fans sitting in attendance are so into this. Okay, AJ, who you got, Eagles or Chiefs on Super Bowl Sunday? Now, I don't follow American football. I watch it casually, so I'm not too sure. I'm not very familiar. But, just by the names, I'm going to go with Eagles. Go, Eagles, go, right? What about you, David? What about you guys, Ricky? Who do you think, which team do you think should win this Sunday? I see, James. Alright. Alright, so Jericho Appreciation Society destroy the Jokers and Jericho gets his bat back. So that's that. With that being said, the Impractical Jokers is gonna be on True and TBS. That was the whole point of this whole segment. Yeah. Tonight's just not the night, it seems, right? SmackDown wasn't the best. Rampage so far in these almost 30 minutes hasn't really impressed me that much. So tonight is just not the night for wrestling, it seems. Yep. All right. David says it's gotta be Chiefs. Brooklyn Joker says what will happen to them. All right. Okay. And David says, no. Wait a second. All right. David says it's gonna be the Chiefs that's gonna win. All right. James says Cruise was fun. All right. Anyways.
Simply imagine. There's nothing you can do to me I haven't already been through. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of your two brain-dead ballsack goons. What is that on your chest? The three triangles. What does that stand for? It looks like Doritos to me, and I like Doritos, but I hate you. Listen up very, very carefully. You will not tarnish the road's name. I am living proof, one of the last of my kind in this business. And you calling yourself a mogul, what is that? You an entertainment god? Guess what, Swerve? God doesn't like rejects, and neither do I. Swerve? I'm coming for your blood. Swerve, I'm coming for your soul. And I want them both. Right now. All
Alright, Rhodes looks pretty angry, right? The last of his kind is coming for Swerve, it seems. Wait a second. Oh dear. Wow. So, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure why are these people assaulting Rhodes. Is there a history behind this? And where is Rhodes? Where even is Rhodes? What is this place? Is that some kind of a garage? Okay. I'm very confused. What is happening right here? Were these hired hitmen by Swerve? And now he stands over Rhodes and, of course, clearly sending across a message. My money's with Kansas City, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Eagles pull the upset. Oh, I see, Gary. So you feel that Eagles are going to be the underdogs. All right. You know what? I'll tell you what. I've got no idea about either of these teams. But my prediction is mostly true when it comes to football. Even the wildest predictions. So I'm telling you, Eagles, even though they're the underdogs, they just became the favorites. They're gonna win. My money is on the Eagles. And here we are now. It seems like we're back from that segment, whatever it was, and it's down to a match between Marina Shafir and Ruby Soho. Are these two relevant on TV? Okay. Let's see. Ruby Soho looking good, of course, with the green. I like the green eye, the eyeshadow, the green hair, the green outfit. Everything is a total match. I like that. Lexi is engaged to Big Martin. That's right. Yep. Good on her. And here we are, Marina Shafir. Of course, you know we're right now seeing Ronda Rousey and this lady Shayna Baszler coming together, aligning, becoming a tag team. Only if Marina was there. I feel like Marina would have been just perfect. I feel like, you know, the trio would have been just untouchable right there in the WWE. But of course, they had a chance, they had an opportunity. You know, it's hard to believe, but at one time they had all four people, all four women under contract at the same damn time, and they did not take advantage of that. They had Ronda Rousey literally wrestling, and you know, when she was super hot, when she was new in the WWE, they had Ronda Rousey, and they also had at the same time Marina Shafir, Duke Jasmine, and of course Shayna Baszler. They had all four of them in the contract, did not use them, wasted their talent. And, you know, it's come down to what it is right there. Marina Shafir, of course, she got, I believe she was pregnant. Then now she's in AEW. Duke Jasmine is, you know, doing her own thing, I believe. And, of course, Shayna Baszler is doing what she's doing. So it's hard to believe, but WWE did waste a lot of potential right there, which would have had incredible amount of value. You know, everybody wanted to see the Four Horsemen going at it, but did not happen, obviously. Picture-in-picture for James. I see for me, it's full-on... Oh, I see it too. I was happy that it's a full-on match for me, but no, I get a picture-in-picture too. And of course, the advertisement that we get right now is for the Impractical Jokers. The same guys we just saw getting a beating from Jericho. We're seeing a commercial for those show now. Yep. Yeah, I've got to say, tonight is not the night for wrestling. SmackDown wasn't fantastic. Rampage has been more of a commercial break than anything else, honestly. So, yeah, I'm not buying into this whole Rampage night. Just eagerly waiting for Mark Briscoe. Want to see what he says. But other than that, so far, I'm less than impressed by AEW tonight. Let's see. All right. Sweet, that is sweet. And James says, I think AEW will be signing Billy Starks soon. She has been doing a lot of dark. Billy Starks, really? Okay. Let's see. I haven't caught up a lot with Billy Starks, so... Billy Starks. I knew that this name was familiar. So Billy Starks and I believe that we were supposed to do an interview before I fell sick, so that never happened. But Billy Starks, yes, of course I recall this name. Yeah, she was supposed to be on the show before I fell sick, and of course we couldn't do the interview. So yeah, maybe it's time for me to do the interview before she gets signed. Yeah, I probably should do it. Yeah, I'll reach out again and see if we want to do an interview. But we were supposed to do an interview before I had to cancel it. I actually had a few interviews scheduled, some very good interviews scheduled, around the time that I fell sick. But hopefully, we're gonna be able to get those interviews back on track and do them again. But anyways, also the unreleased interviews will be getting sooner getting released, so that's something else to look forward to. But of course, right now, still on commercial, a full-on commercial, as we can see right here. Tonight's AEW is just not great. I mean, it's just commercials after commercials. Even when we were not on commercial, we were getting a commercial. So, and also the first match was a tag team, so of course not my thing. It's hard to get into a match, right? When you get no entrances. On top of that, you get a picture-in-picture and then a full-on commercial. You cannot expect the fans, or at least you cannot expect for me to get into a match and enjoy it if you're gonna give us so many commercials. So, Marina and Ruby, they're awesome, but this is just not my thing. I cannot get into it now. Anyways, here we are. Ruby's gonna go for the cover on Marina. Marina obviously gonna kick out, and the match continues. David, that's right, a big F indeed, brother. You're right. And it seems like they're giving us a little bit of a commercial right here for Fight Forever. Of course, they're still talking about... Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now? So, this makes little sense to me, right? They're talking about how the game has won an award on Gamescom, I believe. Sweet. They're talking about how this game is now available to be pre-ordered. Sweet. But then they're giving us this statement that the game is coming soon to your favorite console. Coming soon? How do you start a pre-order when you don't even know the release date? This game was supposed to be released in February, right? December, 1st December, then February, and now we don't even know when it's going to be out. We don't know. There's no official statement on when the game's going to be released. No official date just yet. It's just a big coming soon. So that's a little worrisome, but I guess patience is virtue. So let's see. Anyways, here we are. Ruby Soho with a victory over Marina Shafir. Why did she win over Marina? Why did Marina take this big L? On Rampage, clean. I don't know, but it's not a very good sign for Marina Shafir, is it? Anyways, Ruby Soho victorious, and the match is over. We're still left at about 26 minutes. Let's see what else do they have in store for us. But so far, I'm just not impressed. And here we are, Toni Storm coming out here with Saraya, obviously the two heels of AEW now. It's funny how, while I was gone, they managed to turn basically the biggest baby faces of the locker room into the heels of the locker room. How did Saraya and Toni Storm even turn heel? Very interesting. Where is Jamie? Is it just me, or are we all having a hard... Where is Jamie Hayter? Wait a second. I heard the oh, there she is. I see her now. I had a really hard time trying to spot Jamie Hayter, but here she is. Okay, sweet, that's sweet. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter are here. I see. She went head-to-head with Britt, and she looked great. Is that right, James? Okay. And here we are. Wait a second. So Mark Briscoe is not going to be in the ring? It's just a backstage interview?
Lexi, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Because I've been representing the baddest tag team in the history of the planet. Them boys, Wednesday night, and I was...
Hold on a second. Sorry to interrupt. I appreciate it, but I'm a big fan. Well, I'm the lawyer around here, okay? So I thought maybe we could work together, possibly represent you. I'm kind of a big deal.
Well, thank you, but no thank you, sir. I will be flying solo on this excursion. That being said, like I said, Wednesday.
Perhaps I was speaking a little too fast, so I'll slow it down. I thought you might want to make money
in this business for the first time in your career.
Oh, for the first time
You just want to
in his
remain a
career.
stupid chicken farmer. Hey, don't talk, you're not serious. One day, long time. Mark, this isn't Sandy Fork. Better watch who you're putting your hands on. What?
Alright, so, you know what? I am really officially disappointed right now. Okay, so it was nice to see Mark Briscoe. It's good to see that he's healthy and, you know, of course he's doing well. But, you know what? I thought that we were going to be hearing from Mark Briscoe. As he walks out, stands in the middle of the ring, we get to see the audience reacting to it. But it was a backstage recorded interview. So, I am disappointed tonight. I mean, okay, so the one thing that I've been looking forward to the most tonight in AEW, Mark Briscoe, was the pre-recorded interview, and you cannot blame me for being disappointed, because I am disappointed for sure. That's right. Yep. And Ricky says Rampage is boring. I agree, Ricky. I do agree. And now, you know, if it wasn't lame enough, we get Jungle Boy, and... you know, it's no see what by the way. So Jungle Boy and the dinosaur, are they still a thing? Is the dinosaur still around? Has the dinosaur been unmasked? What is the Jungle Boy up to now, guys? Any updates on that? Let me know. It's keep pushing date. Come on, Tony. That's right. I just released the game already. That's right, Ricky. Yep, James. Mark time indeed. What do you put, Mark? That spot is not cool. Tony Khan says. Ricky. Oh, Ricky says. Whatever Tony Khan's doing with Mark right now, that's not cool. I see. All right. Rampage is already getting versed and watching. You know what, Tony? I agree with you. I mean, I had hopes and expectations and dreams from Rampage tonight, especially after the show that SmackDown was. But honestly, it's not a good show. Rampage tonight is not good. There's no excuse for it. I can't believe it that I've got to say that maybe SmackDown was better. Without it, oh my gosh, Jungle Boy wins the match in like a minute. Are we really watching Rampage tonight? Is this really Rampage or am I watching MLW? Or I don't even know. NWA. NWA is better quality, honestly. Yeah, there's no denying the fact that this is not a great show. Absolutely not. Rampage has a bad rating drop tonight again. No doubt about it, brother. It's not a good show. Why would people tune in every week, right? And now Brian Cage comes out. Like, we really wanted to see Brian Cage. I've sounded like such a hater, do I not? Oh, dear. Sorry about that. But no, tonight's show is just not great. And Brian Cage and Jungle Boy are going to have a show-off. That's nice. A face-off right here. Sweet. Sweet. Finally, we see Eddie Kingston on television, even though it's not live, but we at least see Eddie. Eddie's been super salty. I was looking at his Twitter the other day. Super salty, super mad every day at everybody. That's Eddie Kingston for you. He was not happy how MJF showed up 3 times this past Wednesday on Dynamite. He was not happy that he's not being featured on TV. And he was complaining and just moaning and, complaining about it on Twitter. And he does it every single day, it seems, on Twitter. So, Eddie Kingston is not happy. I'm not even sure if it's his gimmick or if it's reality. But Eddie doesn't look too happy. Yeah, SmackDown was much more better. It's okay. I changed my rating. AJ says, Ricky. I guess so too, Ricky. I mean, They say that grass is always greener on the other side, but tonight, AEW side grass is not that green. Rampage is pre-taped. It is what it is. You're right, James. That's right. Now, tonight, I feel like tonight I'm just being super moody when it comes to tonight's quality of wrestling, and I'm just putting it all on AEW tonight, and that's because I wasn't happy with SmackDown, and I was looking to get an escape right here with Rampage, but tonight, Rampage isn't really giving me the fix for wrestling either, so maybe that's why I just sound super mad, But both the shows were not great tonight, so both of them are on the same page. Eddie has his match versus Jay While 1 week this Saturday on NJPW in San Jose, California. Really? Good for Eddie, okay. That sounds nice. Jay Lethal and Eddie should be a good match. And Ricky changes his rating for SmackDown, gives it a 6. That is sweet, brother. That is sweet. Alright. Ricky says, Rampage or AEW Dark shows, they're all bad. They're all bad. Alright, Ricky, I see you. I hear you, brother. My grade SmackDown, a D, Rampage F. So David is also not happy with Rampage tonight. I see you. Alright, brother. So we're still left with about 19 minutes more, of the show. Let's see if the quality improves. Let's see if our grade changes and gets better. But so far, I gave SmackDown a 3. I'm gonna give Rampage a 3 as well so far. Let's see. I agree, Chris. Raw was good this week. Raw was definitely a nice show. And Dynamite was also a pretty good show. I enjoyed Dynamite a lot, actually. Dynamite was fun, and also the ending was unpredictable, so that was a nice surprise too. I enjoyed Dynamite and Raw equally, I think. But, yeah. Rampage and SmackDown are a whole different story tonight. Alright, so... Tony Khan has just tweeted out that this Wednesday, so the 15th of February, we're going to be in Texas. They're going to be in Texas, and we're going to be seeing Tony Storm versus Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. It's going to be a triple threat match. That's nice. So it's going to be a 3-way battle on Wednesday night, this Wednesday night, on Dynamite on TBS. So Tony Khan has just made it official. Ruby Soho, Britt Baker, and Tony Storm. Triple threat. Dynamite should be good. And now we are here with Mark Henry.
You know, we've had a lot of trouble lately, but that ends tonight. Stokely Hathaway, Lee Mortuary, you had the audacity to come into our locker room and challenge Orange Cassidy for his all Atlantis, some type of Ocean Championship Atlantic. Tiger Style is me unleashing my inner beast and claiming that All Atlantic Championship. It's time for the main event.
All right.
Let's go back to our Nate McIntyre trying to get a word with very agitated Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman, it has been a long...
So wait. So now that Renee Paquette is here, I believe we're not getting any split screen interviews with Mark Henry. Now that used to be a staple when it came to Rampage, Mark Henry and his split screen interviews. But now it seems like that has changed, obviously. Alright, so now it's time for the main event. Now it's time for the last match of the night. 16 more minutes to go before the show is going to be over. Let's see how the main event is going to be. That's right. I'm not sure about Impact Wrestling, says Ricky, but NXT was okay and NXT was crazy. But yeah, Raw was more bad. I did see the end of the NXT, Ricky. You shared the video with me. It looked crazy indeed. That's right. Alright. Oh dear.
Here the Hangman Adam Page has a snake in his boot over John Moxley. Why are you moaning? Did you see what he did to me out there? But I'm not here moaning, am I, Hangman? I'm taking it like a man. But you, maybe you should grow up. Think about like how... You know what? Sorry, I didn't want to do this interview anyway. I'm going to get out of here before I beat your ass, alright?
Alright, good stuff. Hangman says, I didn't want to do this interview anyway. And he's going to walk off right there. But we're definitely seeing a lot of Renee Paquette, right? I believe that must be a regular thing now to see Renee a lot of times during these shows. But I think we've seen Renee at least like 4 times or 3 times tonight. Yeah, it's almost as many times as we saw MJF the other day on Wednesday. Anyways, next week we're also going to be seeing John Moxley and Claudio versus Rush and Preston. Another tag team match scheduled for next week. Should be sweet, I guess. Ali and Raquel Rodriguez are going to be a tag team in 2K23, says Chris. Not surprised. Good for them. Good for them. And here we are. Father and son duo in the crowd there, dressed as Orange Cassidy. Good on them. And here we are. It's time for that same guy, Orange Cassidy. The freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, making his way out with Danhausen and, of course, his backpack. And inside the backpack, we know he's still champion and he's still holding on to the title. Good job. Danhausen, of course, accompanying Orange Cassidy right here in the main event. You're welcome, AJ. And if NXT was crazy, RIP Toxic. That's right, RIP Toxic indeed. Toxic Attraction is over. Mandy Rose is no longer with the company, and Gigi and JC gotta go their own different, unique ways as well. So, Toxic Attraction is toxic no more. That's correct, brother. And here we are, Orange Cassidy, just opening his backpack, unzipping it, and there it is, the beautiful All-Atlantic Championship. A championship that I believe Tony, was it Tony or was it Ricky? Somebody mentioned that this guy, Mark Briscoe, should be the All-Atlantic Champion. I do believe, I agree with that. I feel like him putting the All-Atlantic title on Mark Briscoe is the best thing to do, is the perfect thing to do. I agree, absolutely do. And here we are. The match is about to begin. Is Orange Cassidy going to be able to retain? We'll find out. Alright, the referee has rung the bell. Cassidy looks ready. Nice. And the glasses are off, and look at this guy. He takes the glasses off of Orange Cassidy and puts it on himself. Cassidy's not happy. He's trying to get the glasses back, but the guy wouldn't let him. Rampage needs to go live all week. Not taping is hurting the rating, says Ricky. Alright, brother. I feel like, taped or not, tonight's show, I believe, due to Impractical Jokers, was, definitely... It did not impress me. It actually, for me, it definitely brought down the value of the show overall. So tonight's show wasn't for me. Even if it was live and we had such a big segment for the Impractical Jokers after all the advertisement, I think it would have brought down the value anyway. So that's that, brother. But I agree that live definitely attracts more viewers than taped stuff does. You remember when SmackDown used to be taped every single week? I'm glad that has changed, because SmackDown, for me, I mean, taped SmackDown just made no sense, and here we are now. What the hell? Oh dear, Orange Cassidy with the hands in his pockets. He's getting all fired up when he gets his hands right there. Alright, his opponent getting him down, and Orange Cassidy, no selling his moves. The guy grabs him from the back of his jeans. Orange Cassidy rolls away, and there you go, looking him in the eye, rolling again. The guy trying to stomp him, but Orange Cassidy with a great and a big kick right there. There you go. 24 days away from the next AEW. That's right. So Revolution, I believe, is going to be happening on the 5th of March. So right around the corner, not too far away. It should be good. It should be damn good. That's correct. And Gary says, thank you for that, my brother, bro, man. No, brother, I should thank you. Thank you for the love, for everything. Thank you for the support. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you. Gary says, Impractical Jokers and Jackass are two of the biggest waste of television show. Impractical Jokers certainly are. I don't know about Jackass, but I haven't ever checked them out. But Impractical Jokers, yeah, definitely. Yeah, but again, speaking of these shows, The Silent Library. If you have not watched The Silent Library, YouTube it. It's literally free. All the episodes are free, or most of them are free. Right here on YouTube. They even have WWE stars Dolph Ziggler and folks on the show. Check it out. Silent Library. You should check it out. It's a good show. Thank you once again, bro, man. Very nice of you. And that was when SmackDown was on the CW. That's right. It used to be pre-taped every single week, and it made no sense. Toxic Attraction is still going to be the tank in the team in 2K23. Yep, that's right. Mandy Rose is still going to be in the game, so she's definitely going to be making some money out of the game as well, so good for her. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody is going to be removed from the game this year. I don't know. Is Braun Strowman going to be in the game? Is Karrion Kross going to be in the game? Some questions here for sure. I hope that they are going to be in the game, because they're such big addictions, right? I mean, Karrion Kross must be in the game. I really hope that he is. Braun Strowman and all these folks that came back, recently, at least half of them should be in the game, I feel. And there you go. Once again, the guy loves Orange Cassidy's sunglasses, that's for sure. And Denhausen has had enough. He's seen enough, and now he's getting in the face of his opponent. With that being said, once again, a picture-in-picture. That is right. What even is this film? What even is this film? Is this Dirty Dancing? What film is this? Magic Mike. Oh, Wait a sec. Magic Mike. Is this a sequel to the first Magic Mike film? Nice. Haven't checked out the first one, but I'm surprised the second one came out. Alright. Anyways, here we are now. Orange Cassidy still in the ring. By the way, speaking of films, did you guys know that the Titanic is back in cinemas? It's back, and it's once again you can go and watch your the Titanic film in your nearby screens, because it's once again running in cinemas until at least Valentine's Day. So that's pretty cool. I believe that Titanic was the first or the second film that I ever watched in my life. So definitely very nostalgic for me. I think the first film that I ever watched was perhaps something about a volcano. Yeah. Anyways, here we are one more time. It is a picture-in-picture still, but Orange Cassidy is getting beat up. I don't think the title's changing hands. I really don't believe that the All-Time title is going to be going away from Orange Cassidy anytime soon. But yeah, he's still getting beat up pretty well right now. I don't think Sasha Banks... I don't think so either, Chris. I don't think that Sasha Banks is going to be in the game. Also, Naomi, she might not be in the game either. So, that's that. By the way, I just can't wait to see what Naomi does next, what Trinity Fatu does next. She's so talented, just so charismatic. I'm really excited to see where does she go from here. Is she going to go to AEW? Is she going to do something in Hollywood? Perhaps Japan, just like Sasha Banks? But Trinity is just so extremely talented. I cannot wait to see what she cooks next. It should be good, whatever it is. It should be fantastic. And let's see. The picture-in-picture break, by the way, is way too long. It's really long. Yep. All right. What is this, a Buffalo Wild Wing hat? Yeah, it's a Buffalo Wild Wings hat. It's never a good thing when, your picture-in-picture commercial seems more interesting than the match. All right, let's see. Cassidy is still getting beat up pretty badly. Yep. Up on the top turnbuckle, and this could be the turning point of the match. This could be the point where Cassidy is able to recover and fight back. Oh dear, an elbow strike right there to the back of the head of Cassidy. That's going to keep him out for at least a few good seconds. Cassidy definitely seems like he's out. Followed by another elbow strike, big one right there to the back of the head of Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy throws him on the top turnbuckle, and there you go, diving off the top right there, going down on the guy, and there we are. Orange Cassidy finally, this is his opener that he needed so badly. Elbow strike right there to the back of the head once again of his opponent, Orange Cassidy. It is his opener, right? Good job going for the cover here. It's a 1, it's a 2, and a kick out right now. Yeah, for me, the rating for Rampage hasn't changed. I'm still giving it a 3. I still feel like it was an average show. Nothing more than that. Just an average show. And Hangman Page and Kip Sabian are going to be fighting, it seems, this Wednesday. So the match is happening. Brian Cage also going to be fighting Jack Perry this Wednesday. And Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe will be in action. And he will be fighting Josh Woods. Also happening next week on Wednesday on Rampage. So, yeah, Dynamite. Dynamite already sounds like a great show. Mark Briscoe is going to be in action. Hangman Page is going to be in action. Adam Cole is going to be giving an interview. Wardlow is going to be giving an interview. We know that it's going to be a triple threat between Ruby Soho, of course, Britt Baker, as well as Toni Storm. So big matches, sweet matches seem like they're scheduled for Dynamite. I'm already excited for Wednesday, but for tonight, not a great show. The episode of Rampage is disappointing. I agree, Tony. I totally, absolutely agree with you. It's just not a good show. And, there's no need to hide it. It's just true. Tonight's show, either of the shows were not great. So it was an equal night for both of the brands tonight. And here we are. He's looking to put Orange Cassidy away. Still okay here. And it seems like AEW has renamed one of their programs. They're calling it AEW Together, a community-based program, so that's sweet. I wonder whatever happened to AEW Heels, right? Because they made a brand, basically a fan community kind of brand, where you could interact with the stars and have nice and meaningful conversations and monthly programs, video calls. This was a program called AEW Heels, and it was only for the female fans. No males allowed, just for the female fans. AEW wanted to create a safe haven, a community for the fans, female fans that is. It was led by Brandy Rhodes. I'm not sure what's happening now. I'm not sure if AEW Heels is still around, but yeah, it was something that they tried to do. I'm so happy the Bella Twins are back in 2K23, says Chris. That's nice. Chris is definitely excited about 2K23, and that's awesome. Good job, brother. I'm glad that you are, excited about it, and I'm glad that the game is coming out soon. And here we are, a big DDT right there to the rings on the ring side. Head bouncing off the mat. Orange Cassidy climbing to the top turnbuckle. It's going to be a retain, that's for sure. Orange Cassidy is definitely retaining the championship. Yep. I'm just surprised that this match was nearly 20 minutes long with the commercials and whatnot, but still, it ran for about 15 to 20 minutes, which I'm surprised. Now we are down to the final 2 minutes of the match, it seems. Let's see. Yeah, Cassidy with a reversal, of course, towards the end of the match. It's got to be over. It's a 2 and a kick out. Yep, as expected. A few more shots, and this should be okay. An ROH Supercard, okay, so ROH Supercard of Honor is going to be happening on March 31st, Friday. Of course, WrestleMania weekend. We saw the Supercard happening last year as well, around WrestleMania. Same thing this time. This is his opener. The opener that he needs. Cassidy dragging himself forward to his opponent, going for the cover. But here we are. The guy just gets up out of the blue and has him in a big hold. Big submission hold right here. There's nothing that Danhausen can do about it. No help whatsoever. Orange Cassidy is all here by himself. There you go. I've got a feeling it's going to end up in a roll-up. Yeah, I knew it. I had a feeling that he was going to finish this match with a roll-up cover. With that being said, Cassidy is the winner. The show was crappy. I can't believe I'm saying this for an AEW show as well, a Rampage that too, but the show was crappy. SmackDown wasn't great. I give tonight, overall, a 2 out of 10. SmackDown, I gave it a 3. Rampage, I'm gonna give it a 3 as well. You know what, both of the shows were not that great, but yeah, overall, the entire night of wrestling, for me, gets a 2 out of 10. Not the best night for wrestling, but you know what? Hopefully, the good times continue moving forward, and Monday brings us a lot of joy with Monday Night Raw, and of course, Wednesday sounds like it's going to be a fantastic show as well, so lots to look forward to next week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's weekend. Have fun with the people you love, let it be your friends, your family, anybody. I hope all of you have a good time. Take care. And of course, thank you so much for joining me here. Ricky gives it a 1 out of 10. I like that, Ricky. Chris with a 2 out of 10. I love that. Thank you once again, my brothers. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Sleep well. Have a great weekend. And I will see you, of course, on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And I'll also be here, sharing some gaming videos and more. So thank you. You take care, Ricky, my brother. Thank you. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'll see you all on Monday.